It's time for NYCalibur Online Edition.
Welcome to the stage of history.
I thought you were going to say it's a Morbin time, but...
It's not Morphin time.
Oh no, not Morphin, Morbin.
Oh, it's not that either.
Okay, it's definitely not that, gotcha.
Oh yeah, so what? So we got up, brother.
So right now it's gonna be Yoshi 6 versus Ron the Tryhard, but I told them not to start. They're gonna do a button check.
Yeah, cool.
They're gonna set their buttons at least while we get all of our stuff lined up.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the other thing are the
Yeah, go ahead.
the ad rotation.
Oh.
In the center.
Oh, the advertisement. Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
right.
so-
I'll get to it.
That.
Okay,
In
so
the meantime,
boom.
our commentators. We got Live and Stellar. Say hello, folks.
Hi everyone.
Hey y'all.
I've been here before, and so has Clyde. But never together.
plenty of time. We haven't commentated together yet.
Not at all, this is the first time. Pleasure to be
Wow.
aboard.
Yes, welcome. Well, I feel like it's such a small community. It's like I know everyone, but maybe I haven't interacted with you, which I find out every Buminati week. I'm like, oh, I know you. Welcome. Hi.
Only so much time and so much energy. It's all good.
Oh.
I haven't gotten my fair share of getting around to talking to everybody yet, but we'll get there eventually. Just like how we'll eventually get to this match between Yoshimitsu 6 and RONTHETRYHARD.
Yes, I'm gonna be hella freaking biased here because we have Yoshi 6 who is on my team. Team Optimal Vibes. Very optimal, but going against Ron the Tryhard, who is no easy feat. This is gonna be a real slobber knocker. And we do have a small bracket this evening of just straight heavy hitters. Just everyone, every single person can definitely. Well, I mean, the SoCalibur tournament in general, the community in general is really strong. But I mean, this bracket is crazy.
Absolute leviathans in this ocean here, Clive. And let me tell you, RONTHETRYHARD is actually on my team, the Mario Party team. So total bias right here.
No
Total bias, but your boy's going down.
Oh my god, this is gonna be hella freaking awkward, isn't it?
Nope, not at all. But you know what is awkward? If Ron loses and then I send him to his room without dinner.
Ah!
I got no control over that. He's
Oh! Let me take a moment and shout out Dell. Yes, Dell, I will see you at Defend the North. This must
Defend the
be
North
my
is
track.
coming up. Weekend of the 21st, everybody. Anyone who's in New York, stop by. Pull through. It's going to be a good tournament. All PC gaming. You never get that. You hardly ever get that.
Oh, this is real?
Oh yeah.
I believe it's Ron the
It's
Tryhard.
also Swamp Cat.
Okay, because not only that, I'm not used to seeing Setsuga from Ron the Tryhard. I'm used to seeing his Zaso now. So this is interesting.
He has definitely practiced up on one. He has several characters he's pretty practiced on. He's quite the studious individual.
Well, he's proving it right now, for sure.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go, Mario Party team. That's my teammate. Alright, but oh my gosh, he just flipped right through him.
Yeah, this is definitely an interesting matchup. I feel like both characters can really pressure really well, and they both definitely have some shenanigans. And oh my god, Ron the Tryhard is really running away with this. Yoshi 6 is gonna have to figure something out. You cannot count Yoshi out.
Never. But if there's one thing Ron does love, he loves his unique, interesting damage setups. He often does it quite a lot with a lot of his characters. But right now, Ron's looking to take away this round. He's dominating right now.
Oh, nice punish.
I think this matchup is definitely a damage versus mix-up potential. Setsuka, not so much known for like her mix-ups whatsoever. She kind of has to mix you up conventionally. Yoshimitsu, probably like one of the best mix-up characters in the game. And speaking of getting mixed up, he's getting the water.
Speaking of Yoshi 6, finally putting one on the board. That was a pure mix-up there. And that's the thing when you're fighting Yoshimitsu, right? There's just so much he can do, so many ways he can kind of confuse and go into these pressure sequences, especially in Soul Charge. Yoshi 6 has finally arrived.
Ooh, Alright, your boy's got some matches on the board, okay, but now he has to deal with.
It's very optimal. It's giving optimal vibes right now. I mean, but you know, prior to this match even starting, I said it before. I mean, we are gonna get some slobber knocker matches tonight, and I'm not surprised that this first set is down to the final battle. That's
Always. It also helps that Ron also does play Yoshimitsu as well, so he knows this character very well. Oh, it just went right for his point. Grabs before his trouble. Alright, good block with the Yoki. And now, Setsuka's going to unleash her true strength. Block. Another forward throw.
Oh, it looks like we're dropping some combos here. Gets the launcher. Alright, what's he going to do with this? It's going to be the Oki.
Ron could have killed him if he umbrella. Alright, we got mixes. And the patented Yoshi 6 getting hit by a bit.
Are you happy?
Yeah, that was a pretty basic 3B to take the round. But, you know, Yoshi 6 took a minute to warm up. Still has one more set. Let's see if he changes anything. I mean, I'm not really sure what he could have done differently. I just think Setsuka is the kind of character that can overwhelm you if you let her get going. So I think that Yoshi really just has to match her pace. And then it should be a much more, it should feel like much more of an even matchup at that point.
I feel you on the matching of the pace. Setsuka does have some interesting like GIs and evasion moves, but I think it's more so just like the threat of damage he imposes. Like this character gets a lot of meterless damage. And speaking of meterless damage, Yoshimitsu just brings him out.
Yeah, and that's the other point about Yoshimitsu, right? In addition to the meterless damage, his ring out potential is really, really good. So that's something that Ron kind of has to watch out for, but you know, he's holding his own.
An excellent character, and piloted by an excellent player too. Yoshimitsu 6, definitely a very strong player.
Absolutely.
And he falls for the same setup again. Let's go.
How do you get out of that setup though?
He just hashtag. Gotta match to the side. I understand.
Oh, okay.
And if you do it too late, you're gonna be stuck there though. Can't fall asleep at the wheel. Alright, no team bias. Let's go, Rob. Anyway. Alright, we got most GI. Good sidestep. We got combos. And Naoki. More pressure. Oh, good GI.
Yoshi 6. Gotta get something going here. Oh, and that tricky 1A sequence from Setsuka. And Soul Charge does really good damage.
Should learn how to count past 3. Their true power. Good read. Good post GI read. That was like last time didn't work out for Ron, but that time we definitely got it. Oh my gosh, he's just jumping over him. I was looking to take the ground, but we are sitting on 2-bar Yoshimitsu.
It just feels like Ron is pressing all the correct buttons. Everything is just working out for him.
Right, especially since he has a character that hits as hard as Setsuka.
Alright, this is potentially his last Soul Charge. He's got to make this work.
If the best character in the game out activate.
Alright, it looks like he's going to get it. Good stuff from Yoshi 6. Bringing us down to a final set again. His opportunity to get his first set, or if Ron wins this, he sends Yoshi 6 to loser's bracket.
It was definitely close. They both are sitting on 1-bar meter, not a little bit closer to 2 meters. Gets some of his meter taken. Alright, better hold on.
Right, but Setsuka is sitting on 2 bars of her own.
Oh, he just catches it. Oh, that was nice.
You asked for it. My
Alright, he's really gonna have to watch out here.
Alright, I respect respect the weight out the soul charge. I respect it.
Oh no!
Oh no, it doesn't do the optimal.
So unfortunate.
Oh, it doesn't block the force block. And Ron's going to take it, sending Yoshi 6 to losers. GG's to both. Very good job.
Infectious
versus Airworthy.
Yeah, Airworthy is. I'll try to turn the game down a little bit then.
Okay.
Whatever you gotta do.
Excellent. Looking good. Looking good.
All right, so we're getting our lore battle. Infectious with the patented IV and Airworthy with his patented Cervantes, and we're on a stage with no ring outs. That is
In the
key
cage.
here.
In the cage. Oh, Airworthy's gonna love this.
It's better for you guys.
Bounce around the walls. This is good. Sounds good.
I have fought Airworthy before, and this player is definitely familiar with the IV matchup. So, you know, I wouldn't say that Infectious is at a disadvantage, but certainly is aware of how Cervantes can properly go against and deal with IV shenanigans. So, Infectious is going to have to work twice as hard in this matchup.
Honestly, it just seems like a terrifying prospect fighting Cervantes on the stage, especially Airworthy, who's like very good at utilizing the wall pressure to his advantage. Like, just immediately teleports in, doesn't have to worry about zoning, has mix-up off the wall, but he hasn't used the wall at all. He's kind of just been playing very solid.
Oh, nice
right now.
stuff.
Wait, NYCalibur right now with projectiles. Oh, the lethal hit. Catch the back step. Good goal.
Yeah, Airworthy rolling forward on Oki. Really good tactic against Ivy. You know, most of her great options, you can just roll forward, and she's wide open. So again, like I said, very familiar with this matchup.
I love that Airworthy is using the auto GIs in this matchup too. They're very good against Ivy.
Ooh, nice reset from Infectious, and that's the thing. Even though Airworthy is familiar with this matchup, Infectious is one of those Ivy players. Very tricky, very, very tricky. Really good at just throwing out some sequences and canceling into other things. It's always a pleasure to watch him play.
Infectious is definitely a wild one. Like his awkward timing is absolutely incredible.
Yes, and that's precisely it.
Like you'll have one moment where it's like, okay, you're feeling each other out, you're playing some good caliber, and then secondly, Infectious is like, hey, watch this, and it just blows you up for like 1/3 of your life bar. It's crazy. But right now, this is looking very much an Airworthy's advantage, and that's oh my god, hit behind.
Oh my god.
Long with Soul Calibur 6.
And again,
He's got the Yoki, plus Graves.
yeah, Infectious hasn't picked up on the fact that Airworthy. Oh, that. Yeah, that should be it.
One CL.
Yeah, Infectious hasn't connected the dots on Oki yet. Airworthy has rolled forward every single time. So that it would behoove him to not go for big sequences with Ivy on Oki, especially if you know your opponent is going to roll forward, right? She has other options that she can do. She can pepper you with her 2B. She can do 1B plus K. She has options to deal with characters people who roll forward. But because Infectious is kind of like that bombastic player, just going for those big sequences, he's paying for it. He's really paying for it. He's got to connect those dots there on Oki.
You mentioned connect the dots. I'm glad he connected to the dots to like a stage select screen and got off that.
Definitely. This is
definitely
any stage. Yeah, any stage with a ring out is good for the Ivy player. But not only that, just the space alone, you know.
Oh man, auto GI is coming into such a big play. That is a horizontal auto GI. Often used by Cervantes players to get in on IVs. Don't want to like concern you out with horizontals.
Oh, into the wall. It's crazy.
Drop combos. Oh my gosh, that duck was amazing. No, it doesn't get the relaunch. Oh, he's got an uphill battle fight. Infectious. Just hanging on by a thread. My sword? Yes! Classic, my sword. Okay, got resets. Oh! That was tricky. I like that.
Yeah, that was a good call out. Expecting the low grab and just hop forward to get the win. Good stuff, Airworthy.
You mentioned rolling forward as well as a good tactic inside me, but jumping as well. Jumping in general is just a good way to like approach or get away without receiving too much of like, you know, a punish, because not too many characters have good conversions on their head.
And I mean, I love Airworthy's movement, even rolling to avoid Ivy Serpent Embrace, you know, her break attack out of that. That was really good stuff.
He is currently competing in. Oh, gunshot. He is currently competing in the league. He's got to be on point. Oh my gosh, Airworthy, right now, you want to say. Oh, Infectious is doing good with his own save read.
Oh, and that was the first attempt at a command grab we saw and it didn't work.
I respect the not very committal command grab spam game plan coming out of Infectious, especially against a character like Cervantes, who hasn't got a lot of good moves that dunk under throws and highs.
All right, he's gonna get a soul charge here, but Airworthy's sitting on 2 bars and it's just solid right now. Infectious is just gonna have to dip into, yes, more low grab.
Dip into his feet.
No, why did he do that? I think if he just went for the 6-6 BB, he could have won there.
Oh, he's hoping he's falling asleep at the wheel.
Oh, he's falling asleep. Airworthy got too comfortable whiffing like that for no reason. He just ate a 4B to the face.
Oh, here we go. Infectious showing signs of life. Oh, the first turn, another command throw, but it failed.
Yeah, you saw that time off of that 3A+G, he went for the 6-6 BB. That's the max damage.
Alright, we got a lot of small caliber going on right now. Just goes for his toes again. Heck, Infectious, keep going for those toes. It seems to be working.
And again, Airworthy is rolling forward. He has not made that connection yet.
I love that empty jump into the throw. Really cheeky. Oh, good BB. Is that BB? What move is that?
That is the hold.
Okay.
All right, he's gonna put him into the wall. But I don't think he's gonna land on it, no. And again, Airworthy is rolling forward and Infectious hasn't made the connection yet. He's leaving damage on the table.
Not at all. Oh, okay, good counter hit. Airworthy's just doing such a good job just containing his movement and like keeping him from using his soul charge effectively. But Airworthy's on 2 meters now. And there's definitely one thing about Cervantes' soul charge, it's his enhancement of the kit, but he might not get a chance to use it.
And again, Infectious just has to be patient here.
I know what he wants. There it is. That's what he wanted. He wanted the critical edge by any means.
That was a valiant attempt at a comeback from Airworthy. Again, one of the caveats, and I can sit and talk for hours about the Ivy matchup, because clearly I'm one of the specialists, right? One of the things you have to look out for as an Ivy main is what your opponent is doing on Oki. If your opponent is rolling forward, they know the matchup. They know that she is free once you roll forward, but then it's up to you as the Ivy main to switch your tactics on Oki. And I just feel like Infectious did not make that connection fast enough, because every single time he got Oki, and that's one of the strongest things about Ivy, right? Her Oki. What is she going to do on Oki? It's very scary. And he just didn't mix it up at all. So Airworthy really demonstrating solid knowledge all the way down to his auto GIs. He knew this matchup. I mean, this is probably cake for him, but good stuff to Infectious as well. Always a pleasure seeing.
That up, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, thank
All
you.
right, this is Word versus Jimbonator.
Ooh, more Ivy action for you, Clive. claiming code. Let me contribute. Really
Yeah,
quick.
this should be another interesting matchup. I think Jimbonator being the seasoned competitor that he is.
I think this might be a button check.
That's fair. We'll see.
Maybe not.
It doesn't seem like a button check to
Yeah.
me. Unless this is probably like the most
Never mind,
meta
forget
button I've ever seen.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a match.
Yep.
But this matchup is I don't have enough experience to really speak on it, but I do know Jimbonator as a player, seasoned competitor for sure. But Word also has a solid ID. I feel like this can go either way. The matchup is pretty even in terms of characters, but it just depends on how these players really go about playing each other's matchup.
Oh, okay. This is something that Word likes a lot too, is Ivy's unbreakable command throw against standing opponents. That's something I see him do more so than like all the other Ivy players I watched. Oh, command throw. Alright, doesn't duck the second hit. Was anyone's game? Oh, Jimbo a bit overzealous on Wake Up.
Yeah, Word opting just to go for all-out aggression with that 6-6
Alright, we got some neutral. Oh, good duck on Jimbonator. Not quite close enough to connect the combo. Got pressure. More pressure. Alright, Jimbo just waiting out. A good backstep. Again. One more? One more! Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, Word is just pressing buttons, you know, and giving Jimbonator the opportunity to whip punish him.
Oh, Jimbo's heavy slash happy right now. Just, that's like 10-15% guard damage per heavy slash too. Like, that guard should be glowing soon. Oh, is this it?
No, he's not close enough.
Show me your power. Ooh, again, Jimbo being a bit overzealous. Steps on him for his troubles. Well, Jimbo's patience right now. It paid off. There it is. The round's his.
Yeah, really solid play coming from Jimbonator. We're down to our final round of this set. Nice back.
Oh my gosh, amazing heavy slash by Jimbonator. I respect the Soul Charge counter. Plus 12 situation. No charge back.
Jimbonator is sitting on 100% of his health still.
Oh, but this will do it.
Wow. Jimbonator ending with a perfect. What a way to start this set.
Took her a bit to get into the sauce. A little. Not quite deep enough yet, but once he started, he just couldn't be stopped.
Battle 1. Fight.
Opting to pick the stage. Round start, reversal edge. I wonder what that decision was. There we got more guard pressure. Counter hits. More guard pressure again. Oh, I appreciate Jimbonator. Trying to go for the deflect read. Alright, we got more 2D caliber going on. I respect the wait for those players.
Yeah, you can kind of see Word is trying to figure out what to do because Jimbonator he's playing this matchup so perfectly. He's staying right outside of IV 66A. I mean, yeah, her 66A. That's really hard to deal with. I mean, his spacing is so on point.
Like you said earlier, Jimbo is definitely been in the business long enough. He knows your history for his troubles.
You know, like, what can she do? I've said this before, if you just stay outside of her 66A range, she's forced to whip a lot, and that's not good. Oh, doesn't go for the 2-2A lethal hit. Could have done that.
Ooh, counter hits the reversal edge. That is definitely true. But I also think as well, like, Ward kind of gave up his life lead just to go in and try to pressure Jimbo. But each time he's done that, it hasn't, like, just as I say that, he command throws him. And this should be it. I'll make you submit.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Thanks so much for subscribing.
Thank you, Breezy, for the subscription.
Oh, shout outs to Breezy.
How you been, Breezy? It's been a while. Oh, good parry. And that heavy slash is guaranteed. Post that parry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it deals a good chunk of damage. Leaves Hao at plus 12 in your opponent's face.
And again, we've seen this slash sequence before.
Just one more hit. Word has such an uphill battle right now. Oh, doesn't stop the stance transition. I'm not sure what Ivy can use to interrupt that, because she doesn't have like a normal 2A.
I believe after the low, he goes for a high, right?
Yeah, he does. I mean more so like the transition itself. Like Howard does like that little like shoulder bump into like the Warrior's focus stance.
Yeah, so I believe if he lands it, she kind of has to hold it. And I'm not sure, but I believe she kind of has to hold it. But if he blocks it, she can interrupt. She can definitely interrupt if she blocks it before he goes into transition.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I know generally like what characters do is they'll 2A interrupt if they guard. They guard the 2-2K, which is like the move input from Howamaru, the shoulder check. The little shoulder bump that leaves you.
RUBERBEEFMAN versus Incendiate.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, when I first ran into RUBERBEEFMAN, he was rocking strictly Xianghua, but he's had so much success with Hilda. Definitely more comfortable with Hilda now.
Yeah, Hilda's definitely his character now. He also has to grow. He does have a grow.
Oh, okay. And Incendiate, another one that I just don't know how people play multiple characters in this game. Like, I just can't. I want to play Grow so badly, but I feel like at this point, I need to be handheld through learning Grow. But Incendiate looks like he's gonna go for Geralt, which is one of his patented characters. Should be a great matchup.
Oh, this is just on the topic of like learning multiple characters. Something that's helped me learn multiple characters is definitely like understanding the fundamental kits. You know, like the fundamental moves that's like shared across multiple characters. Got like your AA, your 2A, your BB. You know, your kicks, the very simple buttons. Once you learn and utilize those, like a lot of the character-specific stuff will just come in due time. But at least you'll be able to play the character, any character you want.
All right, I will keep that in mind, because actually, Hilda was one of the characters well, when this game first came out, of course I went with Ivy, because I've been playing Ivy my whole life. But I also tried Geralt, because I loved The Witcher 3 at the time.
Me too.
And when Hilda dropped, I also gave Hilda a shot too. I think I brought her out one time offline at NOVC. But then I just went back to Ivy. I was just like, I can't do this.
It takes time. It takes time. It took me like a good deal of time to like just understand the learning process of learning. Oh, is this it? Okay, no, not quite.
Just needs one more hit.
Good on OGI on Incendiate's part. Incendiate's Geralt is definitely a monster.
Definitely.
Just like his mastery over like a lot of the characters he plays, his fundamental understanding. Ruber's fundamental understanding as well. But like I said before, these two play each other quite frequently, so they know each other very well.
Yeah, and Incendiate is one of those people where I feel like his knowledge of the game goes beyond the fundamentals. He spends so much time investigating these matchups and seeing what specific characters can do. He offers such a wealth of information, right? A wealth of knowledge when it comes to playing these matchups, even though he just looks there. But in addition to, as you said, these two players have played each other so many times, I'm sure he has studied and tried to see what Geralt can specifically do against Hilda. That's the thing that really separates Incendiate from a lot of the great players in the scene. His knowledge of these matchups is just crazy.
I think it's not only the matchup too, but just like knowing people. Like the more people you know how to fight, like the better you'll do in general in these kinds of games. Just because once you've got the book knowledge down, that encyclopedia knowledge of like characters, it's all about learning people. And I tell people that all the time. Learn your people. Learn how to fight the player as much as you can. Like learn what they like to do, when they like to do it.
And that's the thing with our community, right? Because it's kind of small, it's niche. You know, the same people show up to tournaments or enter tournaments all the time. Like, we've all played each other so many times. You know, you can really depend. Wow, Incendiate taking that 3-1. You can really depend on your knowledge of playing against specific players. And I'm sure that was a factor here in Incendiate winning 3 rounds to RUBERBEEFMAN's 1.
Welcome to the stage of history.
It definitely pays to be studious in both like the mechanical aspects of the game and the psychological. And I definitely felt like Incendiate had the psychology of that round 1 patent and handed down. But Auto, yeah, Ruber has the chance to download.
Oh, that big 6-6 DB whiff by Geralt, and Ruber just could not capitalize. I feel like with that long stab, he should have been able to do something. Maybe he just wasn't ready.
Probably charging a button. Probably didn't get a charge like he wanted. Because Hilda is a charge character. You do need to hold the buttons in her system at the upper times.
Yeah, she's definitely not like pick up and play. Like, you have to learn how you're going to charge your buttons with her for sure.
Very true. We got lots of guard pressure with Incendiate's back to the wall. His guard is already flashing yellow. It flashed yellow. Now it's flashing again. Ruber's just planning. Good wave. Alright, we're gonna get to Oki. Force block Oki. Alright, finishes it up with the two hit string. That low string of Hilda's is very strong.
Yeah, because the Ender, she also has a mid-Ender as well.
Yep. The mid-ender is safe on guard as well. And it's such a hard move to punish too. Like, you have to block the first initial hit, and then you have to sidestep. You have to sidestep to be able to truly punish that string. Ruger's looking really dominant this round. Even a full bar ahead. So he just needs a 3B out. Oh, okay. Understands his duck. Ruger's looking so convincing right now.
You know, that's interesting, because now they are on a smaller stage. I wonder if just being more closer to his opponent kind of makes him feel a little bit more comfortable. I don't know. That's just me assuming here, but he is playing much more solid, but now his back is against the wall. Slightly moving away from it. And look, they just switch right back to the same position again.
Exactly. Ruber definitely, something clicked in his head, because that was a very dominating round. Like a strong 3-0.
Consider this loss an honor.
And now the question is, will Incendiate switch characters, switch stage, or remain? Okay, I actually don't know, because I looked away from my monitor for a second. What's going on?
Yeah, actually, I think he went for a
character
yeah.
select.
I march to battle.
Switching weapons, I respect it. So
Going for a stage
I don't actually think he switched weapons and he got the same stage.
Hey, this one's daytime. It's slightly bigger. Okay.
You're right.
Yeah.
Different size. It is a different stage.
It's not a different stage. Don't agree with me. Look at this. It's the same forest.
No. This one's an oval.
Forgive me.
The other one's a circle.
I don't question anything Sabandu says, okay? If he says it is, that's what it is.
That one is true. That one is one thing that I know about this game, is that the wolf forest and the nighttime forest are in fact different shapes.
Oh, I didn't do well in geometry class, but oh god, good for me. That was such a scramble.
Yeah, no geometry needed. That 3B sealed it. for Incendiate. But here we go into the second round, and looks like Ruber is ducking for a lot of unnecessary reasons, and that's why Incendiate is capitalizing with that igni attack.
That is true. He's definitely looking for some kind of timing, possibly on like a high, tucking a high string, or maybe even a throw. I know sometimes players will just even duck to just like mess with your opponent's mind and just mess with their timing, like make them question their decision and press a button.
Ooh, and Incendiate interrupting that attack from Ruber. Kind of canceled out his staff regalia there. But Incendiate taking it, he's already up by 2.
Incendiate's looking to take this round. It's such a strong start too. But Ruber being on 2 bars of meter. A lot of guard pressure. Amazing.
And he only gets that. Oh no! Drop the combo!
Just a lot of damage. I'll hold my power.
Yeah, and what a convenient thing to happen for RUBERBEEFMAN. Because he got hit with that lethal hit because he was sitting on 2 bars, for those of you that don't know. Geralt has a lot of specific attacks and mechanics that are tied to your opponent's soul charge meter. So because Ruber had 2 bars, Incendiate could land that specific lethal hit, with RUBERBEEFMAN finally putting one up on the board.
Excellent round. And I respect Ruber's decision not to go with full charge to give Geralt that extra power up.
And that's crazy that that mechanic actually exists. I mean, I like it because it ties into the Witcher lore, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of makes sense. But the fact that, like, you know, soul charge mode for a lot of characters, you know, powers up their moves. The fact that you have to think about that before you do it against Geralt is nuts. And I suspect they would only give that mechanic to Geralt anyway.
This is it. That's definitely it. There's no getting out of that.
Challenged a Witcher. Must have had a death.
The LINKORZ versus.
Oh, nice. LINKORZ is back.
Yep. Versus Nowo.
LINKORZ, Nowo.
I actually think Nowo is going to be on the left side. So
Okay.
do that when you
Yeah.
put it in. But, yep.
All right. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah. Link's playing. LINKORZ is not Team Days. He's Team BB3. Much as I like to have him on, but you know.
What a traitor. Just
No,
kidding.
he's got. It's totally fine. We respect Team BB3 here.
So yeah, I'm not sure who Nowo is going to go for in this particular match. I do expect LINKORZ to stick to Amy. That's the last character he's been successfully playing with recently. But you know, as you mentioned, we can see either Mina or Voldo coming out of Nowo.
Or Mitsurugi. He does have a Mitsu.
Oh, okay.
Alright, the classics. I like it. Going all out. And on a ring out stage, nonetheless. It was very good for something.
Yeah, this is going to be gnarly. I would assume Noel's going to try to play the keep out game, but man, Amy is so scrappy. It's really hard to keep her around.
If there's one character that could definitely do it, it would be Sungmina. That's already coming into play, like you mentioned before, the keep out game. We're gonna get punished on the health. They're kind of just scrapping right now. Look at them. Yeah, they're just going at it. Look at them. They're just remaining in each other's face, rate 0, just looking for like really heavy reasons to get damage. LINKORZ finally gets his first rose, but alright, this is going to lead into Oki, and the level will finish it.
Battle 2. Fight.
Alright, good conversion. Should get a rose off of this. Alright, good punish. Good on LINKORZ recognizing the punish Mina's while rising vertical. It is -10, and she has one of the few characters who can punish it.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing with Mina, right? Even though she's we like to talk about her as this long-range character, but up close, she still has great pose, right? Like, she can match this kind of scrappiness up close. Although she'd probably just want to keep it at a distance, but up close, she's fine.
Speaking of like specific mechanics, LINKORZ this round achieved getting 4 red roses. So essentially, Amy has moves where she throws out a rose at your opponent, and if she manages to hit you 4 times with it, she enters a mechanic that's called Red Rose Perception, which unlocks additional strings, higher damage routes to like her kit move list.
Yeah, and I mean the community has come together and basically decided that Red Rose Perception is much stronger than White Rose Perception, or at least, let me say, most of the competitive players we've seen definitely favor Red Rose Perception over White Rose Perception. Across the board, that's what most players go for.
Yep. Well, LINKORZ does have a single white rose.
Yeah, and to add to that, you know, if he does end up stacking those white roses, then
The combo drop.
you know, then she has 4 red roses, 4 white roses. Then she enters another mode. Oh, she just becomes a force to be reckoned.
Absolutely monstrous. Gains resist impacts on her auto GIs, on her auto guard attacks. She has auto parry moves on command, which can parry most moves in the game. But once she enters that purple rose perception, when you have both white and red at 4, like those are able to just like impact everything as long as you have the correct timing. That was a very dominating round by LINKORZ. Closes out game 1.
Yeah, and you know, I forgot he was fighting Noah. Like, I'm so used to seeing Noah put up like such a fight in the first set, but it looks like Amy was able to really overcome all of that, but do not count Noah out.
These players are definitely some of the best that we have, so we're definitely going to see some interesting adaptation, changes in the match flow. But Link is just 1 rose away. Or Noah is 1 hit away, and there it is. He closes out the round. I'm definitely not the biggest fan of Noah, like, approaching LINKORZ, especially in this matchup, but he's making it work. He's making it work this round. Getting a lot of good damage.
Interrupting for a sec. Hey, Art, you there? Okay.
Not quite. But good conversion by LINKORZ. Alright, Noah pressing to get out of pressure. Alright, there we go. Noah's beginning to zone right now.
Yeah, and you can kind of see him take his time creating space too.
Oh, this is it? Okay, no, doesn't see. Maybe that would have been it.
Yeah, if he CE, if he did his CE, it should have been it.
Okay, good mix up on the whistle charge. Noah's dominating this round this time.
Watch and learn.
Alright, we got an Oki situation. Good lay on the ground. Punishes for trouble. Counters back with their own soul attack. Oh, this should be it. Oh, saved. Nice though. That's okay, still sunk me in insult charge.
That's so funny. She gets knocked out on the knockout. I'm sorry, she gets rung out on the knockout hit.
Noah was definitely hoping that combo route would ring out, but ideally you gotta do different extensions to ring out in the other direction. And I like the stage change by LINKORZ. I assume LINKORZ wanted to get off that stage as soon as possible, but winning the first round, you don't have the option to stage change. But this stage is definitely relatively the same size, maybe a bit smaller, but it has walls.
Yeah, the main difference would be that, you know, this has ring outs on one side. Well, for most of the stage technically, and then you have a wall on one side. But I think this is this definitely feels like more space. But again, these characters are gonna be fighting up close for the most part.
Which isn't ideal for Noel's character. Noel's character is definitely more of the zoner archetype, but Noel's still opting to like remain in Linkor's face. Oh, good roll. No punish. No, that doesn't punish. It's only -10.
Yeah, I was, you know, I was sitting there. I was like a CE. Maybe that was a misinput. Perhaps he wanted soul charge. I don't know.
Maybe, or maybe he just had like a lapse of judgment. All right, this is going to be a lot of damage. XP counter hit, vertical does a lot of damage. Look at that.
I mean, it should have been punishable. Most launchers are, but I digress. The game is not being updated anymore, so I can't really complain. But
hey, it is -10. Amy can punish it.
Yeah, she can punish it.
Yeah, just play Amy.
She can. Oh my God! Come on.
Just play Amy, Clive. Come on. You know you want to play. Everyone wants to play Amy eventually.
Listen, I only played Amy in SC4 because Ivy was too complicated for me.
But you know who else who isn't too complicated to play? Amy.
Oh my God. And look, speaking of complicated, I mean, Noah's really just brought LINKORZ right down to his last bit. Takes him out with that 2K.
Alright, this is a deciding round for Noel. LINKORZ has to like close this round just to have a chance to stay in. But it's looking convincing right now, especially sitting on 2 bars of meter. Alright, Noel can't quite get away. LINKORZ pressure. Alright, we got Oki. We got more Oki. Oh, good sidestep. LINKORZ is just smothering this round. That should be it.
Ooh. And this is our first. Is this our first final battle? I feel like the first one was.
No, Yoshimitsu 6 and round.
Yeah.
Like, had like very close rounds too. Alright, I like the soul charge. Time to go wild.
And LINKORZ opting to just back off, but goes right back in.
Oh, no, not guessing right on the RPS on LINKORZ end. Standing firm. Oh no, we got hell sweeps. Alright, this is another very dangerous situation to be in. Right, must be this face of soul charge. Oh, that was a good counter hit. Alright, good punish. Oh, very good conversion.
Let's finish this.
That was a very good anti-mash tactic. But not over yet. Too far from the combo.
Alright, so even. Is that gonna punish? No! I mean, is that move punishable? I don't think so.
Won't lose, Father.
That's her. I believe that's her.
B-Slide A.
Is that what it is? B-Slide A?
Yeah, it's B-Slide A. I'm pretty sure it isn't punishable. It could be unsafe, like closer towards the hilt of her weapon, because that's genuinely like.
Oh yeah, it might be one of those. She does have some moves that are safer or punishable depending if it hits on the tip range. Maybe it's one of those.
Maybe like thought it didn't tip hit and tried to go for a punish. Because he did use the White Rose CE, and White Rose CE is a much faster CE. I believe it's I-12.
I'm asking for one in SoulCalibur. Like, I think it will be mad sick. Because basically, in that type of environment, what happens is, I mean, what do you consider unreactable move frame-wise in this game? 15 frame? 16 frame low?
I think 24 is like...
Okay, 24? So, oh, wow. Oh, shout out to whoever donated $100, by the way.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah, somebody donated money. So, well, I'll find out in a second. But basically, like in higher frame rate, like you basically gain like 4 to 5 frames back. Well, who the names?
Keep going.
Who's the names?
Incendiate on the left, JIMBONATOR on the right.
Okay, sorry, I was on my FPS rants.
Yep.
Yeah, but
300 by Kirk.
Kirk.
Incendiate and who? Sorry.
Kirk.
Incendiate on the left.
Yeah.
JIMBONATOR on
All
the
right,
right.
cool, thank you.
And Graffiti Souls as well. Thank you.
Oh wow, we have 342. Yo, who gave so much money? Yo, see how godlike I am, Ian? Like you asked me to get on. Yo, you asked me to get on, and then money just flows. I should just talk more.
Kirk donated $300.
You should commentate, man.
Nah, I can't commentate this game, but I actually love hosting it. Just because of the technical. I like working with Ian. The technical aspect of it is always on point. You guys are playing in the cloud, man. Like, that's not easy.
But we have a battle of DLCs right now on screen. Well,
Girl wasn't
no,
close.
it was not. I was just gonna correct myself. Yeah, the wheels were turning. I was like, wait, he launched with the game.
A battle of guest
He was
characters.
in the first trailer.
Thank you.
And not just a battle of guest characters, but a battle of teammates.
Ooh.
I should have seen that one. Huh?
I did not. I did not.
The heart wrench, the inhumanity. These two teammates have to battle each other out, and only one will be moving on, and the other will be sent to losers to have to fight LINKORZ. Oh,
Right? How dare you,
Oh,
Calibur?
Lord. Oh, the cruelty, but think fast! That was okay, I like it. Worked up a good sweat.
Worked up a good sweat.
Let's go.
Battle 3. Fight.
I love Hal's dialogue. You know, being a drunken samurai and whatnot, he definitely seems like he's one of the characters having the most fun in the game. Can't say the same for your
Oh
opponent,
my
though.
god, what's going
6 feet.
on?
Good showing by Jimbo.
Not even a Yurden? Like,
I just want to take it. We just got like a whole bunch of repeated moves going on. Good dodge by JIMBONATOR. Alright. Alright, we got a bunch of shoe scuffing going on. Good punish.
This isn't for show.
This Incendiate is definitely winning the damage round. That'll do it.
right. Yeah, that 3A is so good by Geralt. I feel like it covers so much space.
Yep. Covers a lot of space.
Yeah.
Horizontal mid. Good block. Alright, we got combo. Ops to go for the max damage. I respect it. Give him a chance to build some meter. Yeah! I love this character.
Yeah, he's definitely happy.
Alright, Incendiate going into the sauce, but it's not paying out. Burn.
Oh no. Whiff City. Whiff City.
The inhumanity of the horror. Jimbo, how could you do that to your own captain?
Yeah. Every time I'm on the mic, I always talk about whiffing. I feel like, you know, in general, in fighting games, you don't want to whiff, right? Because obviously you can get punished, there's recovery frames and things like that. But I feel like whiffing in SoulCalibur is just bad. Like, whenever you whiff in SoulCalibur, you leave yourself open to so much damage.
Definitely do. Speaking of a lot of damage, we're going with the Ivy thing.
So this will be interesting because JIMBONATOR went against Word earlier, and that was an Ivy Howl matchup. But I'm telling you, like I always say about Incendiate, when he does things, he does it for a reason. He obviously feels that Ivy does better in this matchup than Geralt. Or maybe he feels like JIMBONATOR struggles against Ivy, but we clearly saw that that's not true. So see what he does here.
Probably just a comfort pick. Like I don't see either character doing like particularly bad against Haobaru.
I mean, that's true, but I just feel like, and I'm speaking more not in general, I'm speaking more of like Incendiate the player.
Yeah.
You know, when he does something, I pay attention. I'm like, oh, so there must be something I don't know about this. But so far, JIMBONATOR, again, this is no feat for him. He's like, you want to go Ivy? I got this. Takes the first round.
Battle 2. Fight. Whoa.
I think this ties back into what I was saying earlier about like learning the player matchup, understanding the player, and sometimes the character switch can help you with that. But right now, Incendiate's playing a very good zoning game. Alright, JIMBONATOR with the life lead now. Incendiate taking the life lead back, but JIMBONATOR immediately takes it back. Okay, I appreciate the cancels that were going on right there. Oh, both players waiting it out. Alright, we got mix-ups. Got more zoning. Jimbo's just controlling his face so well right now.
Yeah.
Being on his toes.
Yeah, and Incendiate, his use of 66A, he's kind of mixing it up between the 66A hold and just 66A. Oh, that could have been a win there.
That is the win.
But takes it.
That will be the win for Incendiate.
Battle 3. Fight.
Alright, we got more back and forth neutral going on. A whole lot of interesting choices by both of these players. Like interesting, like basic move mechanics, choices in movement, base control, pressure.
And you can kind of see, like, Incendiate's usage, like, he just became successful with the 66A, and that forced Jimbonator to go win more.
Yeah, definitely. The 668 being the long range mid horizontal that I usually use, the 2-hitter one. That one right there. Oh, Jimbo finally paying off with his parry. Kind of looks like Incendiate's just trying to get as much chip damage off as possible. Oh, finally pays off with the throw. Alright, I like
And that's
this
the
whole
thing.
charge.
I think what he's really doing is just conditioning Jimbonator to always expect this 66A, and now you're seeing him go for a command grab. And that kind of
Should be it. That only stuns on counter hit, right? That vertical? What vertical?
no, it stuns on tip range.
Tip range, okay.
Yeah.
Our Jimbonator's in the sauce. We got tornadoes. Not looking super fantastic for Incendiate, but he could easily turn this around. Oh, that'll be it.
Gets flipped and ends in a perfect. Great stuff for
Show
Jimbonator.
respect
Great
for the
stuff for
fallen.
Jimbonator.
Fought so
They're clean 2-0.
So that puts Jimbonator and Nowo in winners finals.
Alright, who do we got now? Are we gonna go through losers? Are we gonna do winners finals?
I guess we might end up having to. So we're a little behind in losers because Airworthy had to go AFK for a bit, so we might end up streaming one of his matches
Gotcha.
to catch up.
No harm in doing that. More Airworthy's nice.
All right, yeah, we'll do that. That's the only way. So after that, we're gonna stream everything.
Sick. So everything being... Actually, I could just take a peek at the bracket.
Go for it. Right
Yeah.
now, we got, like I said, Jimbonator versus Nowo in winners finals. We're gonna wait on them for a little bit. We are going through losers. We're gonna see SLYTIGER versus Airworthy, and waiting on the result of Word versus Yoshi6. Incendiate and LINKORZ are chilling, waiting for those two matches to complete.
Sounds good.
Welcome to the stage of history.
And this should be Airworthy and SLYTIGER, correct?
Yep.
Alright. So we've seen him before, Airworthy. Definitely probably going to pick the Cervantes.
Archer, are you there? There we go. Art, can you fix the team tag there?
You're gonna have trouble staying in. Not necessarily trouble getting in, but staying in. Especially on a character like Cervantes, whose entire toolkit just like pushes you away from him. Like designed to just like push a character to the wall so he can start doing like his locker shoving, you know, that mix up. Very, very good mix up by the wall.
Wait, hold on. I've never heard of his grab referred to as locker shoving.
It is the locker shove. We call that the locker shove all the time.
But it's the fact that I knew what movie you were talking about.
He just shoves you into the wall. It's like, hey, bro, where's my lunch money?
Oh my god, I'm stealing that because I knew exactly. I don't know the input. I think it's his second grab. Is it?
6-6 AG.
6-6 AG. Okay. Locker grab.
Yeah, Cervantes is a bully. He's out to take some lunch money.
Oh my god, I'm gonna steal that. A locker shove. Coming live to DTN. Carbon Clive on the mic referring to Cervantes grab as locker shove.
Cervantes stealing lunch money since 2018.
Right?
Or current year
That
now,
was good.
2022. And in this year, SLYTIGER is up in the light lead.
Wow, this game has been out for 6 years. Can you believe it?
I mean, I can. I feel pretty old.
No, it's been out for 4 years.
Oh, I did my math wrong. Sorry.
6, 4. What's the difference, right? They're both even.
You know,
bring up.
with the pandemic, you know, the time has just been off. The time, right? But yes,
You know,
4 years.
Not off on timing. SLYTIGER taking that round.
Right. Getting that ring.
Oh, good punish on Airworthy. Alright, good punish on the stance read. SLYTIGER doing a really good job at remaining in his face right now. Airworthy not quite fulfilling the push-out plan that Cervantes can instill on this character. Opting to just try and get damage and advantage as much as possible.
And Sly just needed one more hit to take this round.
You see how hard it is to get that single hit off, though? Like, look, he's just backing away. Oh, you see what I mean, right? Oh, no, that's an unfortunate route.
Yeah.
But between, like, the push out on Cervantes' moves and the back move out, like, it could be tough. But it's okay, SLYTIGER's up 2 rounds. He has time to build meter. Good duck on the low. That could have been death for him. But Airworthy is sitting on 2 bars of meter.
Yeah, I think Sly's just trying to find a rhythm, you know? He's taking his time.
Airworthy doing a good job of keeping him out, checking his movement. Good movement check on SLYTIGER's part, though. Catching the backstep. I think that's probably like one of my favorite moves with Cervantes, like the multi-stab from when he's crouching. He's like, "Hoorah!" Love that. Very good 6K. Good duck. No optimal punish.
Ooh, nice.
Dedicate this to the wind.
Alright, what is it going to be? Oh, I appreciate the auto GI. No, that's so unfortunate. That round was really sliced to take.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he struggled at all. I mean, not that I was expecting him to struggle, but...
I think that was a close call at, like, the last round. It was a very close call. Unfortunately for him, like, the whiff 2A gave him the opportunity he needed. Whiff 2A being the universal, like, 12-frame horizontal low that most characters have. I wouldn't know as a Nightmare player. Fuck Nightmare. You know, I haven't been doing a lot of Nightmare down.
Battle 1. Fight.
Nightmare's bottom line. Nightmare's the worst character. Okay, that's my quota for the day. Back to the match.
And Airworthy opening up with that A+B lethal hit.
Yep. And here's what I'm talking about. He's pushing him to the wall. Look at how close he is. Oh no! Almost got the Locker show. Almost got the lunch money. You know, I'm curious. How much lunch money do you think Column would be carrying around if this was like a school situation?
I feel like Column has 3 rupees.
Only 3 rupees?
Just
Not a lot.
3. Yeah, she gives me like very much like child of the village, and you know, she lucked her way into finding a school that would accept her because she can master the wind, so she doesn't have any money. I don't know.
Okay, one of those magical high school setups that you see in anime.
Right.
I understand that. I get that. I also feel like she would come with a pack lunch also. Like her matron or whoever parental figure would just like pack a sandwich for her. And Cervantes, like being a pirate, like he definitely does not slouch on anything. He'll grab whatever he can get. And speaking of grabbing, he closes out with a throw. In true pirate fashion.
Yeah, Airworthy already up by 2 rounds. As we were discussing Solemn's socioeconomic situation.
And I'll tell you what, the socioeconomic situation might not be too bad, because SLYTIGER's sitting on 2 bars a meter. It's glowing gold right now. The color of wealth.
Yeah, definitely has the potential to do something here, but completely puts himself back against the wall. Okay, nice switch. Just needs one more sequence. What's going to be the mix-up? Goes for the low, but Airworthy completely rolling away from it.
Oh no, that was an unfortunate sequence of events for SLYTIGER. Good stuff to Airworthy.
Holds power over me.
Keeping it a full set. Now we got 1 on each side. Who's going to take it? Will Airworthy get the coveted packed lunch of Talum? PB&J with like a little juice pack? Or is he going to get sent to the principal's office for bad behavior?
I don't know. Would Talum have a Capri Sun? She probably would, right? I feel like she's a Capri Sun strawberry kiwi kind of girl.
You think Capri Sun? I was thinking like one of those high C apple juices, really. But
Like juicy juice?
Juicy juice, like actually, or even like those hugs. You remember those little hug barrels? Like one of those too. If y'all remember those classics, I love those.
Wait, hugs? You talking about the quarter juices?
Yeah.
Like, where are you from? Because I've never heard it referred to as.
I'm sorry.
I'm like, wait, that's gotta be the 25th juice. Anyway, we've come completely dating ourselves on this right now.
Look, this is important.
Oh.
These are the real questions we need to be asking
Right?
now.
Right?
We don't need to ask who won that round. SLYTIGER won that round. He's determined to send Airworthy to the principal's office.
Absolutely. And on the biggest stage too, right? There's so much space, and both of them just opt to go in. I mean, they kind of have to, but now you're seeing Airworthy. All right, Airworthy's trying to mix up his movement here.
Good punish. But Airworthy does have the half walls and the full walls to bounce off of if he needs the wall mix-ups. And the stage is long, but it's very narrow. So there's a lot less space to move around, like horizontally, but vertically there's plenty of space to move. Oh, disrespects the plus frames. Breaks the throw.
Ooh, eats the bullet.
Oh, bad time to reversal edge. No, sir, I will have that PB&J. Oh, good throw. That's what I was talking about. You see how he just sidestepped the reversal edge?
Yeah.
Cervantes is very mechanic. Reversal edge being the universal mechanic the characters have. It's able to absorb moves and repel it back at your opponent with the chance to enter like a mini game or plus rates. I'm pretty sure like most people see it at this point. Not the widely like overseas mechanics, but still a mechanic nonetheless. And Airworthy with the patented camp the wall, playing Call of Duty Warzone.
And look at this, SLYTIGER's like, all right, I'm ahead on health, so you have to come to me. And that strategy worked out perfectly for him.
One more demerit, you're going to the principal's office, young man.
SLYTIGER needed one more round to eliminate Airworthy from this tournament.
Very true. You know, I think, you know, Cervantes' age doesn't quite fit like the school theme. He's probably a student who got held back a year. Maybe just for bad content.
A year or 100, maybe.
100 years?
This decrepit pirate? I mean, come on.
Right, no meter, sliver of health. SLYTIGER's hanging on by a moment. Okay. Apparently this is wind cannon.
With City again. And again, that move, that wind cannon, big punish when you whip it.
AIRWORTHY looking really dominant this round. Just guessing right on all the correct reads.
SLYTIGER, 8
Back to the locker.
red. Alright, opt in the soul charge.
Oh, you can't sidestep that. Just the combo. Oh, what is going on?
Is he gonna be out? Oh my god.
You hate to see it. So that's a one-way trip to the principal's office. Cervantes, he might get suspended for this one.
What is that? Yo, what is that again? Isn't like an inside troll?
Ben with V's, yes.
Oh,
it is
yeah.
an inside troll, yes.
See, like I know the inside jokes. When you're long enough.
It's a real team that totally exists.
Yeah, I know.
swear.
I know.
It's definitely not a elaborate joke.
Team Juice is like the Yankees of SoulCalibur 6, though.
That's true.
It's definitely true. Like I know you're happy about that. I definitely know. Like you give no fucks.
Also, Yoshi's tag is ELE.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that he and Sly are
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
serious about that, yeah.
Okay.
LINKORZ is opting for Grow this time.
Against Yoshi, makes sense.
I don't know. I'm not particularly a big fan of this matchup as like someone as like a real player. Just because like Yoshimitsu has such a almost impressive like up close mix-up game, and all Grow is really good at doing is moving forward.
Wow.
So like you just move forward to this character that's just like blender. Like look at his 3B. He literally spins it like a blender.
His Rose also.
Not until he gets an anime power up. But he's not powered up right now. He needs to like move a couple episodes in, a couple bits of yelling. Maybe one of his friends like spontaneously blows up from like a key blast or something, you know. Takes a bit. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We gotta do something. It's not as Yoshi 6. Yoshi 6 gotta do something right now because they
Speaking of anime mode, here we go.
So much chip damage, pressure.
I would say Grow probably has one of the scarier soul charge modes in this game.
I think it's the scariest in my opinion. It doesn't matter where you are. He's gonna hunt you down and he's gonna just do like guard damage. He's gonna like sweep your legs.
Yeah.
He just goes full ham.
There's two characters when they soul charge, I'm like, oh god, here we go. That's Grow and Keelan.
Keelan. You think Keelan?
Well, for me, I'm just thinking in terms of like, oh my god, here they come. Grow and Keelan for sure. Now, you know, the soul charge may not be that intimidating for Keelan for some people, but I'm still like, oh crap, here we go.
There it is. There's low. He does it again. Double dips. Whatever this judgment. Not over yet. And there's one thing too, Grow's like really good at building gear. Like he already has a bar, look at him. Forge United. Just destructive order. I love that he yells out his moves. He's like Demon King Slayer.
And LINKORZ is just doing such a great job at pressuring Yoshi right now, but nice sidestep coming from Yoshi. He's opting his soul charge too. This is good positioning for him, clearly going for the ring out attempt.
Yeah, he really banked it on like LINKORZ just like standing there for it, but LINKORZ was having none of it.
Nice punish.
Unfortunately, LINKORZ has not reached his ascended state with the bar meter. He has a large hill to go up, especially Yoshimitsu on a bar. You were mentioning characters you're scared of the second soul charge. For me, it's Yoshimitsu.
Oh yeah, Yoshi's up there as well. Definitely.
Speaking of which,
nice spacing from LINKORZ, but succumbs to the single A. Single horizontal. Yoshimitsu up by 1. Good stuff.
Good stuff on Yoshi's part.
Yeah, LINKORZ was making a comeback there, but it's just like as soon as we were starting to talk about the soul charge, Yoshi kind of went into it, and that seemed to have done it. And LINKORZ opting to stick with Bro, going to his favorite song, Hubris.
Oh, is it his favorite song?
Yes, because I asked, I forget if it was online on here or like on Twitter or something.
This one.
I did a back and forth with him about the best song. I think it's Daybreaker. He promptly disagreed.
This one is a really good pick. I do like this one.
Take this.
You know, that's the whole thing on that. However, Linko is really hammering on the pressure right now. Control. Thou shall have no mercy. Oh, now Yoshi's good. Mix up. This is it. Oh, does go for the ring out. Maybe the ring out wouldn't have reached.
Yeah, but I like how he mixed up that last part. He didn't go for both hits. He went back into Dragonfly.
Yep.
And went for the low. Good stuff.
Good punish on the wire. Okay. YOSHIMITSUVI just looking really strong this round. But looking really strong. LINKORZ, soul charge.
Yeah, here he comes.
Good DI.
Oh no.
Probably
Wait,
a miss RI input.
Yeah, I could not have wanted to do that.
Resist impact failed. This is definitely looking to be Yoshi's round. He's handling this very convincingly. Alright, get out of my sight. We got another bar from LINKORZ. Good block. Good punish.
Right, get some more meter from that.
Yep, answers back with his own full charge. Oh, he can't reverse lift that, unfortunately. That'll do it. It eats him up right first people.
That is the second time we've seen a ring out just ending the entire existence of the player. Like a ring out into ring out of the tournament.
Oh, but I did make this chicken salad earlier. I don't know if any of y'all are a fan of chicken salad.
Oh yeah, of course. Can't go wrong with chicken salad.
I tend to, obviously, like mayo, relish, and I tend to add like a bit of honey mustard to it as well.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the honey mustard
One of those-
definitely adds a bit of spice to it.
I'm not a big fan of the sweet stuff in my chicken salad.
Understandable. I'm like all for the sweet and tangy. I even throw a little bit of pineapple in there.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Art, swap those names. Incendiate's on the right.
Yeah, so I was fully expecting Incendiate to go Ivy in this matchup, but
The gloves are off.
yeah.
Changhua.
Scrapper versus Scrapper.
Gremlin versus Gremlin.
Definitely. I'm not even gonna try to come up with another one. Like, we just nailed it. Gremlin, that's the best one.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. But both these players, very strong players in their own respect. Alright, but we gotta mix up the control and close it out.
Right, round two. Incendiate going in with Changhua. That was a weird flash.
Yeah. I've never really talked about this matchup too much. Like, I've never thought too much about like which character has the advantage over the other. Both have stance mix-ups. Talon definitely leans more into hers than like Changhua, but Changhua definitely has those auto GIs. It has a good chunk of damage. It should be the round. But no, she has those auto GIs she can throw out to like interrupt stance pressure strings.
Yeah, which is what we saw on display there. That's what led to that entire sequence.
Yep. And this is a very good position for Incendiate to be in. 2 bars of meter. All he has to do is whittle down SLYTIGER's health close to guts, and then just like anything minus 12, and he's done. It's game over.
Yep, and that's like a patented strategy for most Showdown players as well.
It gets him some health back too with a critical edge here, getting him farther away from like the CE one-shot range. I definitely feel like SLYTIGER's round to get. Incendiate's going to have to dig really deep to clutch this out. Ooh,
He's gonna try. He's gonna try.
Or he's definitely trying.
Yeah, this is gonna bring his health down. Then he's gonna get that OP mix up. What's it gonna be?
Oh, he
look
lays
at
on the
that.
ground.
Look at that.
Oh, I'm definitely not a fan of like laying down there, especially with like the health that SLYTIGER had. He could have gotten up, survive any number of like Zhonghua's lows, but the mids would definitely do you in.
Yeah, it would have definitely been a better call out to just get up and deal with it as opposed to just like I feel like laying down gave Incendiate a guaranteed damage sequence, whereas if he got up, at least he would have had an opportunity to defend himself, to guess correctly. But good stuff from Incendiate. But already during this second set, Incendiate's health is halfway down. SLYTIGER going in with the mix-up.
SLYTIGER wants this. He's just like immediately answering back with a very strong round now. But I'm not sure if Talon can like back roll after the CE. There are certain characters in the game that can actually back roll a lot of the Oki post Zhonghua CE. Do you know if Ivy's able to do it?
I am not sure. I didn't even know you could back roll.
Yeah, some characters can. My character can, surprisingly, with like his big meaty claw and whatnot. I don't understand how, but he's got a really good back roll. SLYTIGER's just looking so convincing right now. Has a strong lead. Got mix-ups.
Yeah, it's those mix-ups. He's really applying them
he's in the range.
effectively.
That should be it. Or at the very least put him in an Oki situation, which will make him hit.
And that's it.
Just kidding.
Seriously, Zhonghua, what are you kidding about? I don't understand. What is it? Justice?
Justice. He's kidding about justice. There is no justice in this world. Have you seen her see?
There definitely isn't justice in the world, because I'm hungry, and I currently do not have like a plate of chicken salad next to me. But just as I was talking about that, Incendiate's looking to close this round out relatively quickly.
Yeah, but SLYTIGER going for the soul charge, but is he going to get a chance to use it? No, he is not.
Commentators
Waste of a bar.
It just had to say something. This isn't looking too good for SLYTIGER right now. Okay, I like the soul charge. Get off of me. He has to get in and use it though. No, that's an unfortunate catch with the vertical. Oh, it just comes under.
Look at these shenanigans. All right, gets a combo here. The mix-up.
Alright, block on the mix-up. No punish on the 6K. That's minus 14 on guard. So I'm gonna store it.
Already has a second bar to go ahead and. Ooh.
Oh.
Definitely not gonna kill.
That's gonna kill. I'm gonna say it's gonna kill. Watch.
Nope.
Yeah, I told you it
One
wasn't
more
gonna kill.
sequence.
Totally going right backtrack. But anyway.
SLYTIGER survived.
Okay, this is a lot of damage.
That's great.
This is so close. No, some SLYTIGER's part. Good patience on this Incendiate.
Claim victory.
Yeah, you can kind of feel SLYTIGER really wanted to win that. Went in with the 2 kick attacks, forgetting they can be sidestepped. You know, I was a little too aggressive at that point. I think he needed a little bit more patience to really clutch, not even clutch, but to end that round properly. But Incendiate playing it patiently and winning 2-0 over SLYTIGER.
That was unfortunate on SLYTIGER's part too. He definitely loves using 6K as like a fast interrupt because it is a fast move, but unfortunately Incendiate was able to like sniff it out and
Yep.
dodge correctly. strong player. Or just, well, like I said earlier, they're all Leviathans. Like
Only
this
strong players. No, not
only
strong players.
No, not strong players.
Exactly.
No
No
kind
woe.
of woes. No
No
kind of
woes.
woe going on here.
I
I'm not
can't
sure where
with
we're going
y'all.
with this. Look, Clive, I'm trying out here, alright? You gotta cut me some slack. No dinner, no woes.
Art, that's no woe on the left.
Aldo. This is the character I enjoy watching.
ELE no woe.
What do you mean? It's Deus Incendiate. Haven't you ever seen Incendiate's Volta?
Haha. Anyway. Winners finals. Here we go. 3 to 5.
Yep. 3 out of 5. On our left, we got Nowo with his Waldo. And on the right, we got Jimbinator with his However. Who will make it to the grand finals? And that got coming in chicken tender money. And let me tell you, we got a big pot of chicken tenders tonight. Like $300+ worth of chicken tenders.
Yeah, maybe some specialty chicken tenders in like fanciest restaurant in town.
Not even a thing.
It probably is somewhere. Maybe instead of chicken tenders, it's chicken tenders.
Chicken Alamo. Nothing fancy. But speaking of Alamo, like Jimbinator's cooking in the kitchen right now. They're cooking up a victory.
Yeah, it seemed like Nowo had some momentum in that first set, but Jimbinator winning it. I'll see if he can get something started here. This is definitely like a weird matchup.
Oh, good heavy slash. Yeah, Valdo's definitely like a character who has a very strong up close game. Has very strong neutral as well. He's like he has a relatively well-rounded kid despite his looks. I think like his main issue was definitely block punishes, catching backstep as well. So it's relatively easy to like back off of him when you need to. But like once he gets you on the ground, he does have like plenty of vortex mix-ups he can mix you up with his Mantis Spade.
Yeah, but he's having a rough time getting any of that started.
I can definitely see Jimbinator playing definitely one of the characters with like the strongest backlocks in the game. Just able to just vault right out of there. Good punish. Are we going to get Oki? We are going to get Oki.
And this is where Nowo really has to see. I don't agree with like letting up. You know, once he creates that space, he's got to get back in and start the mix all over again.
Well, I mean, the way I see it is like Novo's ahead on both life and meter.
If I'm remoting, I'm using BNC.
Oh yeah, I mean the old school shit, the legacy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we know
Or
what it is.
Parsec, actually. Parsec
Yeah,
is
Parsec is good too.
Anyway, here we go.
Battle 1. Fight. How's this?
So we got the Witcher stage.
Can you mute your mixer again? Or Discord, that is.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
we
looks
all
like we're
good.
pretty. Yeah, we're pretty even at this point.
But Novo opting to switch the Stung Mina off of Volta. Definitely a more comfortable pick on his end. And Novo will take that round.
Battle 2. Fight.
Oh, jumps over the mid. Alright, we got a lot of back and forth going on. Noel's got the knockdown. We got the Mina Oki. More Mina Oki. Oh, a bit too overzealous on Jimbo card.
Yeah, the premature reversal edges never work out.
Yeah, there's like, definitely no reason for like the player at advantage to like press everything immediately. Sometimes it's just good to wait and see what your opponent does, whether they get up with guard, mash a reversal edge, soul charge. This is looking really convincing for Noah right now. Jimbonatор just can't quite get the mixes correctly. Alright, Jimbo's on his last leg, he even spends the Rage Burst.
I feel like this has happened so quickly and he was betting it all on. I'm always forgetting the name of that move, but I just know it's fast as hell.
It's called the Isen.
The Isen, yeah, he was betting it all on that, but it didn't work out.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Alright, now we're going on to game 3. We got Setsuka's stage, one of my personal favorites. It's the bamboo forest overlooking the large shrine in the background.
Battle 1. Fight.
There we go. A bit of zoning going on. Starting out. Ooh, good duck. That was good recognition and strength.
Yeah.
Alright, no sidestep. And oh, but calls out the 2A. There's some next level mind games going on here. Like even Jimbo preemptively like read a mash and tried to go for a dodge parry. Alright, Jimbo being a bit overzealous on Noah's turn. Alright, we got some neutral. Jimbo's finally in. Good press. Good block.
Yeah, and that was great. That was great positioning for Jimbonator as well. I find that he turns up the aggression whenever he has his opponent's back to the wall, but let's see if Noah can make some adjustment. They are both up by 1, but Noah keeps ducking that high. Jimbonator has not stopped him from using it, or at least staggering it or something.
Yeah, he's definitely been doing a good job on the anti-Haramuru strengths. Oh, goes for the critical edge. Post GI. Serviceable chunk of damage. Oh, catches him with the 1B. Minus 12 after the tornado. Couldn't quite get away. Alright, Noah's going wild. Alright, good on Jimbonator, just backing away. Sungmina Soul Charge definitely being really scary. Just waiting it out.
Yeah, that was good. Just make her waste her meter, because challenging Sungmina while she's in Soul Charge, I mean, definitely running into a 4 AA probably.
Oh no, it keeps ducking that strike. Jimbo's definitely not, but as you say, like connecting the dots. To like how Noel's been ducking his strikes. Oh, that heavy slash reached. There we got a lot of neutral going on. Jimbonators just trying to get in. Alright, he's in. Getting a lot of counter hits.
Yeah, he's not letting up at all, which probably should do. That looked like it should not have hit at all.
but it does, unfortunately.
It's like, it's a vertical. It looked like a vertical that hit me.
It's tough. For that unblockable, you either want to lay on the ground or you want to forward tech and like interrupt it with the fast attack. It's tricky though, because it's like a setup. You don't always expect it, see it coming. Oh, just calls him out on the tornado. That'll be it. Noah going up 2-1 over Jimbonator. We'll be moving on to game 4. Game 4.
Yep, Noah just needing one more set to put Jimbonator in losers.
Battle 1. Fight.
Thank you for the follow in Mastodon. Walking to the street.
Whoa, turning up the pressure. He's trying to lock Jimbonator down.
Definitely is. Especially with the sizable life lead that he
And
has.
oh my god.
Alright, what's
The
the
amount of times that Noah has ducked these highs, crazy.
He's definitely ready for them. And it gets heavily rewarded off of it, too. 6A, close out the round. Oh, going for the setup again. Amazing RI. Good anti-air to the tech trap conversion. Oh, this is so much damage. Good block.
I feel like we rarely see resist impact, so good on Noah for actually putting it to good use there.
Yeah, it's a very good situation to use it in. Back to the wall. Nowhere to back up, but I don't think Noah wants to even back up in this situation. He just wants to scrap. Noah scrap.
Ooh, nice side stab.
That's a lot of those sizable amount of damage on how, especially on a move that looks like definitely just killing each other out, relatively even on life lead. Good throw.
Ooh, a whiff soul charge.
Oh, no punishment. Nope. That is not the back throw, but you can get a throw nonetheless.
I just love how Jimbonator is taking advantage. When he gets an opportunity, he is going right in to punish.
Definitely is. But there's always options. Alright, doesn't opt to go for the unblockable setup there. Jimbonator being a little overzealous against Mina, especially when he's at range. Okay, I like the soul charge.
Oh, still gets knocked into the wall. Has one more sequence left. Is he gonna get it?
So this is definitely gonna be hard. Yeah, hard to come back with the light parity. Mina's on 2 bars of meter. Punish. Alright, Noah's going wild. Oh, what's the health sweep that doesn't take full advantage? I'm afraid of getting hit by the second hit.
Right, Jimbo. Soul charging now.
Good GI. Oh, he goes for the elevator slash. But it's safe. He RI'd it. That was a good RI.
Getting a lot of patience here.
It's a close match, but Noah's going to go wild. Jimbonator not too far. The second bar meter. Good auto GI. He's been counterplaying that so well.
I feel like they've been soul charging all match. So much meter being gained and used at the same time.
Unfortunate she was in the air, so he didn't get his full combo. And he doesn't get a punish there. No!
And again, Noah just knows that move. He keeps ducking the high over and over and over again. He has not missed one.
Great.
Yikes.
Art, when you're done, can you mute the Discord? Because we getting a couple minutes. Alright, Incendiate versus Yoshi 6.
That is correct. We are in our losers semi-finals.
You think you can keep up? It is anyone's.
We are not only on the big stage, but a wall stage. This should be interesting.
Wall's, of course, benefiting Yoshimitsu just as much as Ringouts because he's a ridiculous, overpowered character.
Nice interrupt. Nice punish. That move is unsafe. -1.
If anyone knows how to handle this guy, it's definitely
no duck. I believe you can duck the second hit of that from Xianghua, but Yoshi taking the first round.
slide. Point blank range sliding. Oh, no whiff punish because Jianghua is safe on whiff.
I feel like she's safe on everything.
But no action though.
Yeah, and Yoshi's doing a good job at just evening out these health bars. But as soon as I say that, Incendiate responding with launcher into CE, hat into CE.
Just kidding.
As you do.
Battle 3. Fight.
Nice side step. I feel like Yoshi's 6's movement here has been so good. Look at this sequence. So much damage.
Big Yoshi damages. So Jianghua can absolutely turn it around just like that.
Yeah, I
3D into
believe.
C.
Yeah, I believe we need one more sequence. Yep. What's it gonna be?
Same one, mix up. There it is.
Ooh.
Yoshi gets right and
So much safeness going on here. But this pressure coming out of Incendiate is so good. That gauge is blinking red on Yoshi. So, I mean, even though he's not connecting, yeah, even though he's not connecting, he's still doing some kind of work.
it's very rare to see that with Jianghua as an opponent. She's not known for her dark damage.
Not at all. I've returned.
Whoa.
Interesting to see Yoshimitsu's guard blinking red now. Oh my gosh, what a miss. Oh, the slit. The round.
With punish, with city.
Can't be stopped. Do oppose.
Just kidding.
Just kidding. Round's not over. Alright, I like the immediate spend on soul charge. Now it just needs to get in and be able to use it. Soul charge. Timer is ticking. Oh, that was almost it. Oh, the whole entire soul charge just neutralized. Alright, I like the injury up there. No, just out of range. Bro. This is definitely looking to be Incendiate's round. Going for the guard break. But Yoshimitsu not wanting to take the guard break just scrambles. Incendiate will take the round.
Alright, 1-0.
Yep. And the winner of this will move on to fight Jimbinator.
Yoshi wants to get out of here.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either. I
Welcome
think he's
to the
much better
stage of
off
history
getting a
retold.
stage, a smaller stage, one
Like Yoshi's
one like
Island?
this, yeah, one
Oh,
with
Yoshi's,
more places to ring out. Yes.
Yoshi's Indian port. Yeah, Incendiate's going to have to be careful on this one. One wrong move and he's just sent straight into the water. Alright, Incendiate's just laying on the pressure with the safe launches. Good throw on Yoshi. Yoshi 6 apart. Oh, good auto Gian, good duck.
Good job.
Two are definitely like well practice with each other's characters. It takes a lot of practice and knowledge to know to do that. Alright, we've got Oki. Block. Block again.
Ooh, nice.
And the just back and forth interactions right there, just really, really impressive. Also a really good air hit conversion, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, for an air hit conversion, my god, I wasn't even expecting him to be able to finish that combo, but it worked.
Yeah, she gets that if she lands P2B on an aerial opponent. No, he presses into the auto GI. That GI vertical attacks. You could already see Yoshi just trying to like throw out a reverse launcher to hope for a reverse ring out. A little too early on there. Didn't wait. Oh, ducks under the mid. Alright, with punish. Good try, baby. Alright, it's back to the wall. Dangerous spot to be in. Oh, mashes him. Oh, this is it.
Oh, and there it goes. Ring out.
All it took was just one dunk on Yoshi's part.
This is where it is.
Alright, immediate soul charge. I like it. Just keep pushing him to the edge of the stage.
This is ready.
Yep, he's just pushing him to the wall. Just nowhere to run. Alright, Yoshi's at a dangerous health percentage. Just one launcher, one whiff punish. We'll do it, we'll close out the round. Yoshi's trying so hard just not to get launched.
Yeah, and that's the
Even taking
tactic.
the guard damage.
Yeah, and that's the tactic you usually see at this stage of the round versus a Xianghua. But now that Incendiate has used his meter, there's no threat of the CE. But no, he dropped that combo.
That was an unfortunate drop. He could have been the round, but Incendiate closes it out. Alright, now Yoshi 6 is the one with the full bar meter. His guard is blinking red though. Oh, good side throw.
Yeah, and that's certainly going to come into play, especially if Incendiate builds a bar.
Well, he's not too far off. Just a couple more hits there, a couple more exchanges, and he'll have it. Okay, I like this position. Okay, I like the counterplay there on Cynthia's part. Definitely knows his punish is
He's just gonna keep mashing that 3B until the guard breaks.
Oh,
No way.
Okay. I'll say it's over.
Incendiate has a meter now. Okay, goes for soul charge.
Yoshi 6 definitely doesn't want it to be over from there.
He refuses to lose.
Yeah. What makes you think that?
She said it.
Oh yeah, they don't always get what they want, though.
It's true.
Because we're going to game 3, something Incendiate definitely didn't want.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Who knows, Clyde? Maybe we'll see your coveted Ivy pick.
Oh, you called it!
YOSHIMITSUVI.
I know Incendiate likes this matchup. Actually, I think Ivy just likes this matchup in general, doesn't she? Well, I was wrong. He heard me talking.
That was
immediately went back.
I took a deep breath to give my point of view, and Incendiate was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go back to Xianghua."
Just kidding.
But I think that match it's not bad. It's one of those things that has its little nuances. Ivy's ability to snatch him out of the air definitely helps in that matchup, but it's definitely doable.
These stage picks aren't new ones though at all. Like it's the random one. Here we're back on the castle stage again.
Yeah, I feel like they never really addressed that. I know that they technically did, but it still repeats itself way too much.
Yep. And this is looking to be. Oh, he did punch 3B. But it's okay. He closes it out.
I thought her 3B was saved. What is it? -12?
Yep. -12. Ooh, good duck. Yoshi 6 getting Incendiate back to the wall. This is, oh, the Manji card just misses, but he still has it back to the wall. Alright, rolls have been reversed. Yoshi's back to the wall. He's back to the wall again. A whole lot of back and forth going on. Wall split? No wall split. Move's not very good at wall splitting. They're moving away. I appreciate Incendiate banking that meter as opposed to just spending it outright.
Yeah, that's always a risk, right? I was just gonna say, like, if he doesn't finish his sequence, he would have given up that whole thing just to maintain meter. You know, you always want to go for the win, always.
Yep. Oh, good throw. They did a good job of waiting out the soul charge. And now Yoshi 6 having little to no meter against Incendiate's 2 bars. Oh, here comes Zhang.
A lot of patience from both players, but Yoshi finally getting something started. No crybaby for you.
That was a really good call out on the crybaby. Good call out on the crouch throw too.
I still can't believe that move is safe. It's crazy. Why would that be safe?
She needs it. Don't worry about it.
Every time, like, I'd be looking at every time I see Shang on the screen, I'm like, how is that music?
It's because she needs it, Clive. She needs it.
You'll never be able to convince me otherwise.
Can I convince you to play Jean Wall?
No!
Why not? She's a pretty cool character. You know, same launchers. I suppose who wouldn't like that? I do like the soul charge. This is flat. This is going to be a lot of. Nope. Just give it a second. Oh my gosh, it was wrecked.
Still get hit with that.
That's me. Okay, alright, we're in CE range. Just going to take one timing read. Yoshi 6 playing as safe as he possibly can, as to not get critical edged.
Oh, ducking a little bit too long there.
Really hoping for something, but all Yoshi 6 had to do was just keep belting out mids. It would eventually work, because they're all safe. They're all safe on guard. They're horizontal mids. So it definitely deals with sidestepping and ducking, all kinds of movement.
Nice
Good
interrupt.
call out. That clashed? I thought that would have been a punish. Alright, the good part here though is that Incendiate does not have a bar for CE.
Yeah.
And Yoshimitsu 6's soul charge is lasting longer, and here it begins. Oh. The scary mix-up game gone, but the still mix-up game nonetheless. Oh, look at how we do it.
Yeah, there it goes.
Claim victory.
Incendiate tying this up.
Is it a tie? I thought, no.
Oh no, he won too.
One time.
Yeah, long time of crowdfunding. Now it's expected. Like in the that's good though. Like I'm sick of seeing like esports get these crazy pots with like Dota and shit, crowdfunding, and then like nobody else does. I mean like even like I love events like this because wait, how many people do we have watching? We have 115 viewers. We got $344 in the match arena. Like that's beautiful. That would not be able to happen when we had SoulCalibur 2 tournaments 8 on the break 20 years ago or more.
Shout outs to
Oh,
Kirk.
8 on the break.
Who do we have up by the way?
I miss
So
8
this
on
is
the break.
Jimbonator versus Incendiate.
I missed it on the break. Yeah, it was my early stomping grounds along with Chinatown Fair.
There's actually like
Are they still going?
First stomping grounds for SoulCalibur 6 as well.
It's a lot of people's places in Northeast. Jimbonator and Incendiate?
Yep.
Okay.
Jimbonator on the left, Incendiate on the right. So once more we have team captain versus teammate. Do you think Jimbonator?
Again, the stage won't go away.
Oh yeah, to play child. I definitely remember that, like Chinatown Fair being a hub for SE too. I remember that clear as day.
I never got to enjoy like Chinatown FGC, unfortunately.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I do know of it.
It's a magical place that like you know of it, but it's like you had to be there.
Yeah, I went there one time and beat somebody in Tekken 5, I think.
Oh yeah, like that was. It was in the middle of the room, right? The middle of Chinatown Fair was those 2 Tekken cabinets.
Yes.
I remember all too well.
This guy, side story, this guy was playing with one hand.
That sounds normal.
He didn't know me, and I beat his ass. Don't you ever.
But here's the question: did he have his card in though, or was he always ducking like a bitch?
Did he have his what?
Did he have his Tekken 5 card in and take the L like a man? That's what I'm asking.
I don't know.
Cause
I just know I beat him.
Cause you know how it is. Like people when people like keep losing, they don't want to put in their card, right?
Right. Like, don't you ever do that again. But anyways.
Yes. Sorry for the tangent. Oh my God.
Yes, it is.
We Samurai Showdown now. I love it. I love Samurai Showdown, by the way.
We love it around here. We appreciate this in the industry. We appreciate SoulCalibur. Alright, but just a whole lot of backing, not just like a whole lot of swinging, but Jimbonator's just making out on every single read. Alright, good punish. We got mix-ups. Oh. Alright, now it's Incendiate's turn to deal some damage, and that's a good sizable chunk of damage.
And he is not letting Jimbo breathe at all. He's just going in as he should.
Jimbo has to be very careful. Well, we'll close it out. Alright, we got throw breaks, we got stops, we got flashes. This is SoulCalibur. Got some Oki. Alright, take a swing. Get off. Oh, that was a tricky cancel. I've never actually seen it before. I've never actually seen it cancel that way.
Oh, look at this damage.
Very impressive showing by Jimbo.
And I really do appreciate Incendiate going with this pressure. Like, he's not giving Jimbonator the space to really, throw the tornadoes or outspace him or anything. He's just smothering him as he should now.
And it paid out. You got the 3B in the critical ledge. No complaints here.
Battle 1. Fight.
Good GI. Like both Novo and Incendiate have been showing good displays of like knowledge on how to move strikes. Just counterplaying them correctly tonight. Well, Jimbonator, very knowledgeable himself, is properly maneuvering around Zhonghua. Oh, that clashed.
And it's crazy because the thing I like about watching Incendiate is sometimes it looks like his opponent's defense is just up there, right? Like, how do you open this person up? Incendiate will just take a moment and just find a way. And next thing you know, he wins the round. I mean, it's really amazing to watch.
He always does. He just got Jimbo's timing. Oh my gosh, it ducked under the mid. As that move of Zhonghua does. Ooh, good step on Incendiate's part. Good thing he didn't step towards the wall, or else he would have eaten an unblockable to the face. That kill? I didn't expect it to kill.
Just kidding.
out.
Everything okay on your end? Hello? You there? Can you hear us? I guess Clive's having some difficulties on his end. Just hearing us or responding to the Discord, but the match will go on.
Wait, what was happening? I walked away for like a second.
I just don't think Clive can hear us right now. I don't know. Probably something on his end.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Battle 1.
But Incendiate has gone up 2 games. This is going to be very dominant right now. Oh my gosh. Jimbo's just getting smothered. Just guessing everything wrong there and just took so much damage.
Battle 2. Fight.
Incendiate's really looking to make it to grand finals and fight Noah. Oh, good mix up. So we got 4 combos. Finishing up with the heavy slash. Alright, Jimbo's back to the wall. This is a very dangerous situation to be in. Oh, good counter hit. We got a technical OP. Just a sliver of health left. But Incendiate just needs to get him to that threshold, and he's at that threshold. Alright, good interrupt. That was almost close. Almost a close call. Okay, good whip punish. And Incendiate's just smothering him right now. Like, Jimbo can't get away. Every attempt that Jimbo's made to just like protect himself has just failed.
Yeah, and he ducked. Real easy. They're both swinging at each other, but Zhanghua is definitely the stronger up-close swinger.
Incendiate just has his timing. He has his timing on his moves. He has his, understands the kind of moves that he's doing. Like it just looks like Incendiate swinging for the hills, but he's just guessing correctly.
1, 2.
All right, 1-2 turn. Good up. Jimbonators. Looking a little too overzealous right now. He's not sure what to do. Rage explosion. Oh. No idea what happened there, but I like it. Oh, the crybaby coming into play. Oh, that's just silly now. I like it. I wonder if they can hear me right now. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
Don't stop now. Oh, they're playing the video game again. Dang it. Oh, good counter hit. So close. Ooh, counter hit on Jimbo's part.
Yeah, it seems like Clive is having a Discord issue, but I mean, generically. So I'll fill in.
That's good. Oh, welcome. Alright, how's Jimbonator gonna get his way out of this one?
Very good. It's gonna hurt a lot.
Good about it. Hurting even more if Incendiate like presses in that situation. Just Jimbonator just trying to create as much of a life disparity as possible. Alright, go. Incendiate's there. This is it. Watch over me, mother. This Oki situation. This Oki situation is going to decide it all.
That's true. He is not dead. And what's it gonna be?
Oh, it doesn't duck the second hit.
Like the mid-low.
It's unfortunate.
Claim victory and bask in the glory.
An ideal counterplay to that is the guard impact, the second hit, because the guard impact will deal with both the low and the mid, and then the Zhanghua player has to kind of like mix it up with like not a follow-up or going into stance, which in itself is a risk, but like it's a way to like mitigate some of the guessing, or at least it's just like a different route to take. That's what I mean, because like that's happened to me numerous times before too.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right.
I'm not crazy.
So,
Nope.
we got Incendiate versus Noah. Arturo, can you set us up with the scoreboard there?
Oh, yeah.
We got Noah on the right side. There we go. All right, grand finals. Let's do it.
You think you can keep
Hit that Maturino, folks. Get these boys some love, some money, some chicken nuggets.
Doesn't necessarily have to be chicken nuggets. Like it could be whatever their heart desires.
Hey, on this side of town, we get chicken nuggets. Well, at least in San Diego.
Would you get chicken nuggets?
I would not. I would get shrimp tacos.
Okay, can the Maturino even one does? I know what you're talking about. Them shits don't come cheap. Especially those tacos. Like I've had my fair share of like New York fancy tacos. It's been a good deal of time. That place is really fancy.
All right, Noah not playing any games here. This pressure.
This round is definitely looking to try to beat No-Wo's, but Incendiate's not giving it up that easily. Oh, good read.
God. Nice dog. I mean, and we saw this earlier from Noah in his matches with Jimbonator. It's either a knowledge thing or he's just so good at ducking highs. Like, he just knows that portion of the string where a high is coming and he just reacts accordingly. That is such a good skill to have as a competitive player.
Yep, a little bit of that. Also, he does play Sunk Mina. Like, Wall Rising B is probably one of her best moves, which you can only access from crouch. So you definitely have to be familiar with Sunk Mina in the crouch position. Oh, no punish on Dave's part. That's minus 18. That's okay. The middle close it.
And what move did she do that was minus 18?
6A. So if 6A doesn't get the tip hit, it's minus 18. Like
Ooh,
when it's supposed to be
but the tip is plus, right?
The tip isn't plus, but it has a lot of like guard stun and pushback that like she can get out for free, relatively get away from like the majority of the cast for free.
Ah, okay.
Yep. I tell this every time whenever like people come to me for like some Mina stuff, but there's like an interesting timing. You can like input for your punish against 6A, so you don't have to think about it too much. If you input your punish like right after guarding 6A, if it's the close hit, you'll get your punish. If it's the tip hit, like the guard stun will actually eat out your punish, so you're perfectly fine and your character's still guarding. I know that.
Okay.
That was a lot, but like next time you feel like lapping it out, go to the lab for it. It's interesting because like the block stun that 6A has in tip range is really huge. Really, really huge. So you don't have to worry about getting awkward buffer timings when punishing the move.
Oh, nice interrupt.
But we do got No-Wo up one game against Incendiate. Good pressure. Oh, no conversion off of that. That could have been the round. Has to be careful. That'll be it.
Incendiate really trying to reset this bracket. Of course, I expect no less from him. Nice whiff punish.
And we do got a sizable pot tonight. So he definitely wants it. No block on the low. No, GI. This should be it. Alright, Incendiate's looking very convincing this round. All he needs to do is close this out and then go 1-1 in games, but he has to deal with No-Wo on Soul Charge, which is a very dangerous prospect to deal with.
Absolutely. And that conversation about characters that are scary on Soul Charge, I would definitely put Mina up there as well.
Most definitely. Well, but it's not over. Incendiate's sitting on 2 meteors. He's up 3 rounds ahead. He has time. Oh, miss input. Gets a top.
Ooh, kick to the chest.
Sometimes that's all it takes. You got kicked in your chest. A little bit of ducks.
Finally lands it. 2-2B into CE. Been fishing for that.
These two have been fighting up close, like, very like a lot. These two are like in each other's faces. But then again, it is this stage. It's relatively small. Not too much choice in terms of like spacing out. But the second lethal hit throw he's got, that lethal hit works on with punching a throw. Ooh, good tech step. That'll be the round. 1-1.
Excellent. No complaints here.
2-0.
2-0?
Score is wrong. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
It should be 2-0 Incendiate.
Welcome to the stage
Gotcha,
of
gotcha.
history retold.
Let's do this.
All right, Nomo opting to switch to Valdo.
Curious as to why the Valdo pick. Maybe he's just can't quite get it out with Mita.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like
I definitely.
Chun-Li is just going to be able to pepper him.
It's not just peppering, but like, not only does she have fast buttons, but she has like a functional crouch throw, 10 frames, which crouch throws are very good against Valdo, especially for his mantis crawl stance.
Just kidding.
So I'm not too confident in this pick. Maybe he just picked it to figure things out. He definitely has wiggle room to like experiment. He is in winner's side. This is looking like a dominating round for Incendiate.
Yeah,
No, I'm
it's
not sure what
clear.
to do.
Yeah, we are heading to a reset, probably.
Red.
Oh, whoa, does have those 2 bars. They can't play neutral here. Oh, that was an unfortunate whiff. Okay, I like the soul charge.
I can do this. 1, 2.
That's what I was talking about, the crouch throw.
Ready?
Oh, too late on the punish. There we go.
And look at that. I mean, he has Nomo in a place where he's scared to press a button, and that's what leads him to fish for the 2-2A. I mean, the 2-2B into CE. You know what I mean?
Yep.
First, you pepper your opponent with pressure. You make them scared to press buttons.
Justice will
And then you just throw that 2-2B out, land a CE, and that's it.
It was also rough on Novo's part. He wanted to counter attack back with a vertical, which Cindy just ended up stepping anyway into 2-2B.
Let's begin.
That's a rough
Reset.
situation. Yeah. Yep. We're in Shin Grand Finals now. Alright, now with the reset, has Novo figured things out, or is he still just going to get mowed over? Okay, I like the guard there.
And that, you know, I don't know if he wanted to just try Volo to see if he had a chance, but it's just like you said, yeah, you know, he was up, and he did have, he definitely had the games to experiment, but I kind of see him just sticking with Mina. It was definitely a much better, he definitely had much more control over the matchup with Mina as opposed to Volo.
Yeah, definitely more counterplay to be had.
whiff. Both whiff.
Not quite in the range for a whiff punish there.
Right. Noah just needs one hit.
There it is.
And he gets it.
Nope, that's not at minus 18. Alright, this round's looking very strong for Incendiate.
And he has 2 bars. He definitely is going to pop one right now.
They're worth closing out the round, and you can build another one on the way up.
Just kidding.
Battle 4. Fight.
Alright, so charge, get off of me. Ooh, it's the legs. Noah swinging for the hills. Not quite paying off though.
Oh, nice. I mean, Noah's wins on those high portions of the string. I'm just amazed by it. I want to be like you when I grow up, Noah, and just duck all the highs.
And you know what? You can grow up right now with one easy installment of Jean-Huasi.
You can't stop me.
Incendiate answering back 2 in a
Just
row.
kidding.
Did you know that Incendiate's just kidding right now? Because I didn't.
Nah, he's trying to get these nuggets. Tender.
Now, here's the question. Do you prefer nuggets or tenders?
I prefer nuggets.
That's fair. I usually prefer the tenders, but like, nuggets aren't too far off. Yeah, it like depends on like bite size you want, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, Noah's going wild.
Yeah, he's definitely looking to end this right away. And there goes that first bar Incendiate. If he gets a chance to do it, look at that running. He totally laid that out. He totally did that. That was such good movement by him.
You also better run him out.
Yeah, and I'm wondering in that situation. Okay, so here's my question, right? Because I understand from because I play Ivy, I understand that movement that he did, because then you're psyching your opponent out. Are they gonna grab? Let me just duck. But aside from the 2-2-B, what other move could Seonghwa throw out there to like check him? That would be like intimidating.
3B.
What would make you duck?
Generally, like the way Jean-Paul works is that she has like her 3A low string, which leads into stance pressure. That's one way. Throws, like Jean-Paul's a really good grappler. Like she melts you with these safe launches, so you just like you're determined to remain standing just because she's like launching all the time. But then once you condition to stand around a lot, she can just start grabbing you for free. If you're just like willing to like take the throw. Is because like there's nothing worse than getting hit by like a safe launcher. It just makes you feel bad. Is because it's like nothing you can do about it anyway. It's like you guarded it and it's safe. And it's just that kind of like psychology there coming into play.
Oh, speaking of, nice duck by Incendiate.
Yep. Incendiate knows how limited like some of his options are up close in terms of like easy containment. Oh, doesn't get the punish.
Oh, she didn't finish the string. I know when she finishes the string, one of them is minus 12. I didn't realize she was minus on staggering it. But
yeah.
The 4A for the win.
Yeah, she's definitely minus in staggering it. I think Incendiate was just a bit too slow. Because it's tricky, is because like she has like an immediate horizontal that she can go into it and like stuff out mashing. And of course she has like the vertical that's really slow, and then the kick. It's tricky. Oh, that's a setup, but I'm curious why he went for that. Didn't finish the combo.
Oh, there it goes
good thing
again.
again.
He passed this time. No, he's not. I wonder why.
Might just have to pre-buffer and help. Alright, we got a conversion. Alright, Father, watch over me. Ooh, nice tech out. Oh. Okay, thanks. Thanks, the meter. Good mash. This is good. This is good for both players. Both are sitting on, for the most part, 2 bars of meter.
Yeah, they're both staggering. They're both staggering their pressure really well too.
Alright, Noah pops the first bar of meter. Alright, second bar goes to Incendiate. I like that. Get off of me. Make him waste out the soul charge.
It runs right back in. Good stuff.
Ooh, there we go. The optimal counterplay, and this should be it. He did the optimal.
I didn't even, and that's the difference between myself and a lot of these players. It's like for you to just react that way, number one, but just even the thought, like I have been fighting for my life against that particular sequence from Xianghua, and never once did I think, I just jump at the end. Just tech jump.
Yep.
That's all.
Yep, that's the optimal counterplay right there.
And it's crazy because sometimes, and that's why I enjoy commentating so much, right? There's only so much playing and studying you can do. Sometimes just bearing witness to this level of planning, this level of reaction, makes you a better player. Like now I'm thinking of the times that I've experienced that move and I'm like, all this time I could just tech jump. I didn't think of that. Good stuff, Noah.
It's not just a tech jump. It's tricky. You have to sidestep, and then you have to do a jump attack. And not only that, but you have to hit like the 7 direction, like the opposite direction of your opponent. That's because the Quake has a fat hitbox. Like you can still jump into that, so you kind of have to like do a jump attack, but jump attack like away from your opponent. It's a tricky sequence. I've labbed it a bunch myself. It's because I too have had like issues with that string also. Alright, so what are we? 1-1, 1-2? I think we're 1-2.
Yeah.
Yep, this is actually 1-1.
Oh yeah, I don't see any of the win streak crowns underneath either player. So it is 1-1. Ooh, we'll punish. This. Okay. I didn't know how much that would scale, but it didn't really scale at all. Good job.
Ooh.
Going right through. I definitely feel like this is a Songmina favorite stage. Cindy is definitely having a hard time getting back in. Now he's just in the blender.
Yeah. Noel had him right there. But they're pretty even on meter. Still can go either way. But just like you said, I think the stage just gives Noel more space to make those moves, you know?
Yep. Exactly. Alright, now this is a scary situation to be in. Good.
Oh! Just the tip.
Final battle. Fight.
Alright, Noah's going wild. Incendiate's just guessing wrong on these situations. Okay, got a good sizable amount of health out of that soul charge. Still has another one in reserves, but this is going to lead to some really good Oki.
You can't stop me. Do you give up?
And Noah trying to create some space and then into soul charge.
Ooh, not 3B to whiff there. That'll do it.
It was really good from Noah. He used the low starter of that string to tech crouch under the highs.
Yep.
And this is the first time I've seen him extend, because usually he staggers that string in soul charge, because obviously the last hit is reactable. But when it was time to finish it, he finished it and it counted.
That he did.
Let's begin. Let's do this. I won't.
Battle 1. Fight!
Alright, now we're on the potential last game. Novo with the tournament. Oh, well, Incendiate flush this out and go to an absolute, like, final game. It was a very close round. Two players are just trading damage.
Yeah, they are just swinging. They are swinging.
Oh, this is Oki's dangerous. Oh, good counter hit. We'll take the round.
Battle 2. Fight!
And you know what's crazy too? I feel like the moves that both players are choosing are like auto moving away from the other one's moves. You know what I mean? Like there's so much.
Yeah.
This matchup is so movement heavy, especially when you have someone like Xianghua who can. It almost feels like she's moving in and out from the stage.
Do you give up?
But it's like the moves that
Watch over me.
Noah is choosing is counteracting. I'm choosing so many layers to this matchup between these two players.
Oh, couldn't walk away.
Battle 3. Fight!
This is definitely looking like Incendiate's taking it to the final game. But we can't count Noah out. We're gonna have 2 bars of meter soon. Ooh, good auto GI. That's good option select there. Ooh, nope. Not gonna have any of that. Good punish.
No rub.
That's great.
Alright, Noah, not out of this yet. Ooh, but Incendiate's going to try and close it. There's going to be decided on this Oki.
Do you give up? Just kidding.
Soul charge? No, doesn't get a chance to.
How's another?
We're going to the final game.
Thanks for the
Wow,
exercise.
final set of the night and grand finals reset. Incendiate versus Noah. This is crazy. But I expect nothing less from these two players.
Battle 1. Fight!
Ready?
Opting to remain on this stage.
Did I fool you? Huh? Damn you.
So this is an uphill battle that Incendiate's got.
Noah going up by 1. Just needs 2 more to possibly put an end to this, but Incendiate is not gonna go down without a fight.
Not at all.
No, she really tricked her.
Oh, good counter hit. How's this round gonna end?
That's what I'm talking about. It's like he does
Wait, layers of
this
respect.
he does this long sidewalk to one side, and then when he comes back the other way, no ducks and gets launched. That's just like a mind game right there.
Yep, just layers and layers of these players fighting each other. Like after you've played an opponent long enough, these kinds of situations happen quite often.
You can kind of see there, Noel is just mashing away. Because he notices that Incendiate is also mashing.
Yep. Just these two players adapting to each other constantly.
There it goes. That's the space Noel has been looking to establish. But can he maintain it?
I don't think he wants to. I think he just wants to close it out. Noel's just looking for that one big cash out. This is it. This is it.
There it goes. Noel taking it over Incendiate during that last set. 3-1, but good stuff to both players. I mean, Incendiate did come back and reset the bracket.
Yep.
So,
Well,
definitely
last
did a
round,
good
last
job.
game, 3-2.
There's a whole lot of games to go through.
Yeah, but again, for those two players, I expect nothing less than what we just witnessed.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for coming out tonight. Everybody in chat, thank you for watching. And to the players, thank you for entering and having some fun with SoulCalibur 6. Clive, Stellar, thank you for joining us on the mic here.
Oh yeah, definitely. Glad
Absolutely,
have a good time.
absolutely, of course.
Very good having both of you.
Thank you,
as
thank you.
always. Reminders, we got Defend the North coming up in New York City. A couple of weeks from now.
Brooklyn.
In Brooklyn, October 21st through October 23rd. This is going to be a bunch of fighting games all on PC, Windows. It's going to be much lower latency than PS4. That's the hope. So everybody look forward to that. Also, also I know tomorrow I'm going to be helping out JJJ with a exhibition match on War of the Roses on his channel. That's going to also be on Parsec, Cloud Parsec there. What else? Clive, Stellar, you guys have anything you want to shout out before we sign off?
In terms of the War of the Rose, Twitch TV, Sinbad, so it's like SINBBAD.
Oh, sometimes.
That is the Twitch name that JJJ will be under, and that's where War of the Roses will be.
Yo, what's up,
But
guys?
if you follow the SoulCalibur category, you'll definitely see it.
Now you know I'm gonna shout out myself. But I'm gonna post all my socials in the chat, guys. Give me a follow. Every Monday I stream SoulCalibur. Gotta keep it going. I love this game. My soul still burns. And I also play Tekken 7 sometimes on Tuesdays. Normally on Tuesdays I might switch it up.
Yo,
But
Clive, try that
check me out.
FPS unlocker for Tekken. You
I
have,
will look into it.
You have a 144 hertz monitor?
I don't think so.
Oh no, I need that at least. We'll talk. We'll get you straight. But yeah, Defend the North. you got to play on it for our DTN though, because Defend the North is gonna have. Well, it's good that you're here. So Ian was shilling it earlier. Basically, for all the games, it's like it's the configs are all done by me, overseeing. Ian obviously overseeing SoulCalibur. There's not much to do, but if you guys are coming to Defend the North, I can tell you guys the settings now. It's gonna be on 144 hertz monitors. They're gonna be laptops. G76 Raiders with external monitors. So the external monitor will be connected to the laptop. We'll have like a Y splitter, so you can plug in your headset. SoulCalibur is pretty basic, you know, just the usual settings, you know, keeping it simple. Ultra low latency mode on the NVIDIA driver is on. VSync is off. Max power performance and some other minor tweaks. But yeah, like if you're coming to DTN, you should practice on something like that at least. Practice on 144 hertz. Make sure your NVIDIA settings are right with what I just mentioned. And yeah, it's pretty. Oh yeah, and we're going to be using Brooks Wingman XB adapters. So basically, the Brooks Wingman XB, it converts any controller into an Xbox controller. So that means you can plug in your PS4 pad, yes, your PS4 pad, and you can play it on PC. It'll show up as an Xbox pad. You can even play it wireless over Bluetooth and have it synced to the PC. All right,
Wireless. Impressive.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty funny actually. So it's kind of hard to believe, but it's true. DualShock 4 specifically on PS4, it lags more wired than wireless.
Yeah, wired. Yeah.
Yeah. That's because of the polling rate. Yeah, but yeah, like make sure your controller works with the Wingman XB before coming. Extra important thing for DualShock 4 users. If you have DualShock 4 version 1, please, I can't stress this enough, guys. Buy some extra micro USB cables. Make sure your micro USB works on the PC direct, because what happens is, this is why it falls back over to wireless on PS4. Like DualShock 4 has, like, some of the version 1s are either have a faulty cable or a faulty connector on the micro USB. So it disconnects. That's why you see controller disconnected and they're still playing on PS4, because it falls over to Bluetooth. PC doesn't always have that luxury, so yeah, make sure.
I hate to tell you this, but even the V2 DualShock 4s, that micro USB loses its grip very quickly.
Yeah,
so you can have it get loose. Even even the newer one will become
you're totally
loose,
right.
And the cable will jiggle.
You're totally right about that. Even the thankfully, like I said, the Wingman XB does have wireless, but you know, obviously, you haven't used it in a crazy setting yet, and yeah, you can desync it. Yeah, shouts to Brooke for that. Yo, I actually have the Wingman XB too, which I'm gonna test pretty soon. Have it here. Like yeah. Anyway, good night, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, we're I think. Oh, one other thing I wanted to shout out in the New York Caliber scene. There's gonna be a Tekken NY Tekken tournament at Next Level Arcade next week Sunday, and Helst is also going to host some SoulCalibur 6 while he's there.
Yes, the 16th, October 16th.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sunday the 16th. So, yeah, show up if you're in New York.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't think I have any other NYCalibur or associated folks.
Wait,
news,
you're a Street Fighter 6 player. That's the news.
Yeah, now it's time to go back to Street Fighter 6.
Oh yeah. For me too. I'm actually gonna play some SF6. So I'm gonna play it on my world-class ultra low latency setup. We're gonna play it in 480 hertz with optimal timing. So it's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna play amazing. So stick around for that. I haven't had a chance to play much this weekend. Thank you, Ian. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for commentating.
So Art, then what you gotta do is you gotta tell me what your trick for setting up my stick so that I don't suck at execution. You mean for the corners? Yeah, so.
So I can tell you right here. So
yeah.
You have to buy 2 parts. So you have to buy the auto DIY, right? And you have to buy the Buttercade metal pivot, right? The auto DIY is 3D printed tray that goes into the stick, right? And it has like 3 levels of resistance. So you should try one and then the other and then the other. Like one is like really tight, one is like medium, one is like a little bit looser than the other 2. That basically makes it so you have those circular motions like coming out crisp, since the dead zone is so small with the auto.
I found it. Okay.
And the Buttercade metal pivot, right? When you add that on to the auto, it makes the motions more consistent. So I have it on the medium resistance, and I use the Buttercade, because one of my problems is I wasn't able to get Yoga Gale on One Piece side, which it's a half circle backwards to up forward motion, and I usually always miss either the back or the up forward because of stock stick, like the throw is so wide. But with that combination, yeah, it's a lot easier. I think it'll help you too.
I found the auto DIY, but the
Buttercade metal pivot I think is on Focus Attack.
I found a link to it on Focus Attack that's broken.
then check Arcade Shock. Then check Arcade Shock.
Let me go look some more, but yeah, I will look those up.
Yeah, like I really recommend it. Like right now I'm playing on a Vuelix. Like it's on the table, a Hori Vuelix with those modifications, and like it's godlike.
Okay.
Yeah, I really like it.
What's the Buttercade thing I'm looking for?
You're looking for the Buttercade metal pivot.
Metal pivot.
Yeah, so the metal pivot again, like it goes once you find the resistance you need for the auto, then with the Buttercade metal pivot, it makes the motions more consistent because it's metal for all the directions. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm looking. It doesn't look like the metal pivot is on here.
Yeah, like they sometimes come in and out, but yeah, like I mean I gotta do anything to help my stick users, you know. There's not much of us left.
I'm gonna be honest. I might try and pick up a mix box.
We'll try my optimizations for stick first.
Yeah.
And make sure you use a PS3. I'm sorry, PS3 1000 hertz polling on your PC stick. Like put it in PS3 or PS4 mode.
Yeah, I am using PS4 mode. It's a PS4.
So my question is like so there's like this weird bug on Steam, where like if you install it stock and you put the stick in PS4 mode, right, and you remap, like via big picture or whatever, right? So on my Brook, what happens is in PS4 mode it shows up twice as 2 sticks.
Yeah, because it's got to use a virtual controller to do the remapping.
Yeah, it's so annoying. So like I have to delete like a controller file and then map it, but I can only map it in PS3 mode. It's like a weird bug. It's a weird fucking bug.
I don't know that doesn't sound like a bug actually. I think that's just how the how direct input works for like in order for Steam to remap your controller, it has to have another controller. It has to make its own controller and then translate. From your
I get it. Yeah. I still think for the end user that's mad confusing though.
I'm actually sort of PS3 mode. The question is, does PS3 mode, if I recall correctly, it will not work natively on Windows, so the only driver active is the Steam driver.
Yeah, correct. So and then for me, the PS3 mode it works as one controller.
Because it's a Steam driver, and not the direct input driver.
Yeah, and like that one is overclocked to 1000 hertz. But like I've heard, I don't know if this is true yet, like that the direct input wrapper adds 1 ms of delay on Steam, so it's good to overclock it because then it'll cancel it out.
Yeah, I think you could probably get it unless that wrapper like actually is some legitimate amount of latency. I think it's probably fine to get away with having those two controllers.
But here's the thing though, like you don't want double taps. That causes.
No, it should only be one controller as far like the game should.
You think
only
so?
Have one controller.
I think it's mapped as 2, but like I'll take your word for it right now.
No, like it should have 2 controllers. One of them is being used as input in the game. The other one is.
I see. I'll try it. So I'll try it. I'll try it again with the I'll try it again.
I mean, I would believe there's something fucked up with it.
The UI is confusing.
Sound wrong.
The UI is confusing though. It's like you know what I'm saying though.
Oh, I believe you. That's confusing, but if you do it, like it should still work.
Yeah. All right. Like I'll definitely try it again. Oh yeah. Also, one more thing before I do. There's one more stick upgrade for you. What stick you got?
Actually. Right now, I'm using a Hori Wrap 4.
Okay. So you're definitely gonna wanna swap that out. Like I mean, is your target PC mostly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if I ever play on PS5, I'll play on PS5.
So what you should get is the Pico fighting board, right? It's
I know what you're talking about.
Raspberry Pi.
Your post about that, yeah.
Yeah. It's so out of the box, it's 1000 hertz. So. It's slightly lower latency than the Brook, so it's like why not?
I can't do all this stick modding myself.
Just bring it. I have somebody that can mod it for you. Not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, just bring it to Cruz Arcade Brooklyn. He'll mod it for you. Like he mods all my shit.
Brooklyn Arcade, yeah. That's true. I remember you telling me about them.
Yep.
All right. I have to.
It's worth it. Everything I said is worth it too.
Gotcha.
You can also dual mod the Pico with the Brook, so you can play on console.
Sounds good.
Yep. All right. Like I'll catch you later. I'll get in Street Fighter 6.
Time to hit up SF6 with my shitty controller that sometimes gets DPs and sometimes gets double.
I'm sorry, but like yo, like those things are gonna help you big time.
Got it. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, brother. All right.
Later, folks.
Laters.